this was like an enthusiastic college crowd tonight. So this is a wonderful experience. I'm so happy for the fans, so happy for the organization, the Gastons, and everybody else, because they haven't had a night like this in a while, and we're very excited.
But last year's opener, after enduring the lockout, was just the opposite.
Man open is Carter. Oh, what a play that was.
In a situation where you have to take care of your home games, it was extremely disappointing. They physically dominated us. I don't think our team played well. I don't single out any people when you lose, but I don't think our team played very well tonight. I think they played hard. I don't think they executed. And quite frankly, they were ready to open up and we were not.
Home opener number 3 comes tonight for Rick Pitino. The season opener for year number 3 under Pitino was last night, a victory for the Celtics over Toronto. Washington posted a victory over Atlanta, and they did it with Rod Strickland. The Celtics played the Wizards twice in the preseason. They did not see Strickland for a variety of reasons. What can we expect from this talented point guard who never seems to live up to all his expectations? Well, we asked Leo Papil, the chief scout for the Celtics. It's something you'll see from time to time here on Celtics Game Night as we visit with the scout.
Strickland, now getting up into double-figure years in the league, is a guy that needs to be bothered 94 feet as much as possible. Like a lot of veteran point guards, doesn't enjoy the disrespect, so to speak, of a guy chasing him around and bumping him and playing him off the ball and denying him cuts and denying him touches. So the better you do at being an annoyance toward him, you prevent him from doing the things he does well, which is get into the lane, dribble, penetrate, get guys shots, and finish himself. So again, it's limiting his touches is the best way to prevent him from having a game that can beat you, which he's very capable of still doing.
Thank you, Leo. That's a look at what Rod Strickland has done through the years. He is on the court here at the Fleet Center tonight. There's a question as to how fit he is. We'll find out in a little bit as game night continues.
Horseman. There never was a horseman. There never will be a horseman.
Ichabod?
You can lock the door. You can bolt the windows. But can you survive the night? From director Tim Burton, Johnny Depp, Christina Ricci, Sleepy Hollow, rated R. Friday, November 19th.
What catches your eye at McDonald's? How about great deals? Here's an offer you'll love. Starting Friday, a savory bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit is just 99 cents at McDonald's. Or a hot, juicy bacon double cheeseburger is just 99 cents, too. What more could you ask for?
Did somebody say McDonald's?
Making the theory of relativity obsolete? Hard. Establishing world peace? Hard. Picking 6 winners in the Breeders' Cup Ultra Pick 6? Hard, but not impossible. The Breeders' Cup, racing's biggest day and a chance to win $5 million. The Breeders' Cup, Saturday, November 6th.
Watch and wager on the Breeders' Cup this Saturday at Suffolk Downs.
The wonder of it all. Take a chance, make it happen. Pop the cork, finger snapping. Spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet. Grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a ball. Let's live. Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Meet me at Foxwoods.
Foxwoods. Back live at the Fleet Center, getting set for the home opener between the Celtics and the Wizards. Antoine Walker stretching out, coming off a big night in the season opener up in Toronto. 22 points on 9 of 13 shooting. When you think of the Washington Wizards, you think of all the talent they have assembled. Rod Strickland, who Leo Papil talked about a minute ago. Juwan Howard, Mitch Richmond. They've added Ike Austin. A lot of big names, but you always wonder with Washington, how will it all come together? And that's the big question heading into this year. For all the problems the Celtics had last year, things were even worse for the Wizards. They finished a game behind Boston in the Eastern Conference, so changes were needed. Long in search of a quality big man, Washington picked up Ike Austin during Orlando's fire sale. He missed most of the preseason with a hip injury, though. Mitch Richmond missed most of the preseason with a pulled hamstring. This will be his first full year in Washington. Richard Hamilton is their first-round draft pick since 1995. They traded away the other picks through the years. Another new face is Gar Hurd, who makes it 3 head coaches for the Wizards since the lockout ended. So much is new, but with Washington, you wonder if they'll have the same old chemistry problem.
There's not anything I don't like about this team. I mean, everybody, we're all on the same page. We're playing together. We like each other. We get along on and off the court. This team is a special bunch of guys. I think there's going to be some good things that happen for us.
I mean, there's no surprise. We all know everyone can play, but hopefully we can gel as a team and have a good year.
Oh, he missed the second one. Smith, though, got the rebound. Hamilton. Yes.
Backing up Richmond will be the charismatic Hamilton, the star of UConn's national championship team.
The opportunity here, is great for me. I get a chance to come in and learn behind a great, shooting guard, Mitch Richmond. I think I got great teammates like Tracy Murray that's really been on me, helped me and making my adjustment a lot more easier. So it's been exciting.
The bigger guards might give him a little problem. Other than that, he can score in this league with anybody.
He's come in, he's done well. He's kept his mouth closed like a rookie should.
I guess rookies are better seen and not heard. So you'll see the Wizards coming up in a couple of minutes. Now for the state of the Celtics. We sat down with Rick Pitino to get his thoughts on the positives and the negatives heading into yet another season.
We're pretty much on target. Where my teams never start out as a great basketball team. With the exception of last year, they always go this way, and that's what we want. We don't want to be great right now. We want to teach the fundamentals, get it in, and get better with each week of the season. When I say going like this, it means you win early on, but you become a great defensive team, a great execution team toward the end of the year, but that doesn't mean you don't win in the beginning. You want to win because nobody's executing great at the beginning of the year.
Here comes Kenny Anderson. Pierce on a wing. Yes.
Do you still think and still hold true that you're as close to the top as you are to the bottom in the conference? It's wide open for everybody?
Toward the end of the season, I think that's true. We are. Right now, certainly going into the start of the season, Miami, New York, Indiana have a distinctive edge over the rest of us who are rebuilding. But toward the middle of the season, from the All-Star break on, I think if we can stay afloat and stay in the hunt, we're going to get better and better.
Barrows three.
When we talk at the end of the season, when we do how did the season go sort of angle, what would you like to be talking about?
Our goal all along, and we haven't altered our goals, we said in the third or fourth season we want to be a playoff contender. And even in our first year, we were going into the last week, we had to win every game, somebody had to lose, but we were a playoff contender. Now we want to take it from that 36 wins, improve off that, and be a stronger playoff contender. We're in great shape because our attitude's in great shape. We believe in the team, we believe in each other, our camaraderie's unbelievable. We had a bad injury, but if we can become a good basketball team without Danny Fortson, when he comes back, he makes us that stronger on the glass. So we're very excited.
It will be a big night here at the Fleet Center. Kenny Anderson's ready to go. The Celtics take on the Wizards. Mike and Tom have the call when we come back.
And it was a wonderful opener in Toronto last night as old-time Celtic basketball was on display.
For the fan, it offers speed, excitement.
And tonight, the excitement returns to the parquet. What a great play. It's Red's 50th year, and the Celtics look golden.
Let's watch the Celtics to see how it is done.
two of the all-time greats have made their way into the building to see indeed how Walter McCarty and Adrian Griffin and company get it done. The Celtics certainly did last night. They will try to make it 2 in a row. The home opener about to come your way from the Fleet Center here in Boston, Mass. The Washington Wizards, they too won their home opener last night, set to take on the Celtics. I'm Mike Dorman along with Tom Heinz. Hope you were with us last night because Rick Pitino could not have scripted a better opening night.
No, Mike, and what was on display was really just team basketball at its best. You know, this basketball team is blessed with some exceptionally good passing people, including the centers. And when you see that in operation come into play, here's a rookie makes a sensational play along the baseline to a wide open man who has nothing but time to take his favorite shot. Good swing of the ball there by Griffin. Gets another guy a good shot. So Walter McCarty made 6 threes, and there's some good defense and long outlet pass again by Adrian Griffin. Got Antoine Walker a layup.
It was fun to watch last night, and you just can't say enough about Adrian Griffin in his first game as a professional, and just stole the show last night.
He surely did, and he's a player that plays with his brain. He stays on the floor, and when he has to elevate, he makes it pay.
All right, Rick Pitino, along with my partner Tom Heinsohn, have some very good things to say about AG.
The more you're around him, the more you love this guy. He's tremendous. But if you keep watching him, you keep getting amazed that you think he may be a little slow, and all of a sudden he beats everybody off the dribble, off the ball fake move. You think he may be a little slow defensively, has maybe the quickest hands you'll see. So he's a fascinating player.
Tonight's Boston Celtics basketball game on Fox Sports Net is being brought to you in part by Aztec Technology Partners. By Dunkin' Donuts. Nothing says morning like Dunkin' Donuts. By Foxwoods Resort Casino, located in southeastern Connecticut, the wonder of it all. By Gillette Mach 3, the first triple blade razor. By New England Ford, proud to support the Boston Celtics. By Account Temps, the leader in specialized financial staffing. By Southwest Airlines, with fares so low you have the freedom to go places. And by Citizens Bank, not your typical bank.
Flying to Baltimore for business? If these 19 reasons don't convince you to fly Southwest Airlines nonstop to Baltimore, maybe this will. Call 1-800-I-FLY-SWA.
You are now free to move about the country.
Right now, you can get home delivery of the new Boston Herald at more than half off the newsstand price. 24 weeks of the Herald for just $2.13 a week. Call for home delivery today.
This is your business. This is our business. These are your challenges. These are our solutions. This is your future. This is your choice.
The wonder of it all. Take a chance, make it happen. Pop the cork, finger snapping. Spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet. Grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a ball. Let's live. Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Meet me at Foxwoods. Foxwoods.
This is power. Unstoppable power. The power in new Duracell Ultra. The most powerful alkaline battery in the world. The power for more pictures, faster flashes, more sound, and ultra performance in whatever it powers. New Duracell Ultra. More power, more life.
want to showcase a great attitude, and that's an attitude of unselfish passing, unselfish defense, where everybody digs in 5 men, and that's what the guys did for the entire 48 minutes of play tonight. They dug in defensively.
All right, and hopefully they will dig in again defensively here at the Fleet Center. Let's join the near sellout crowd for the starting lineup.
Boston Celtics. Tonight's non-starters, number 4, Tony Petit. Number 40, Calvert Chaney. Number 29, Purvis Ellison. Number 0, Walter McCarty. Number 5, Wayne Turner. Number 55, Eric Williams. And now let's meet tonight's starters. Starting at guard, 6'1" from Georgia Tech, number 7, Kenny Anderson. At the other guard, 6'5" from Kansas, number 34, Paul Pierce. The center is 6'10" from Wright State, number 52, Vitaly Potampico. Starting at forward, 6'5" from Seton Hall, number 44, Adrian Griffin. And starting at forward, the captain, 6'9" from Kentucky, number 8, Antoine Walker.
We have met the Celtics opening night from the Fleet Center when we get back.
Hey, that was just a little something to start your morning off. And here's something else. Dunkin' Donuts Value Combos. A delicious cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee paired up with one of your tasty morning favorites. There's the freshly baked bagel, cream cheese, and coffee combo. The 2-donut and coffee combo, and much more. I tell you, if they don't get you going in the morning, nothing will. Dunkin' Donuts Value Combos. 2 great products, 1 great price. Try the delicious bagel, cream cheese, and coffee combo at Dunkin' Donuts today.
I need a bookkeeper, an auditor, a tax expert. I can't believe it, a killer audit, and I've got no staff.
Look, you need temporaries. Call my friend at Account Temp.
This is the boss's baby. I'm really feeling the heat.
Here's her card. I've known her for 10 years. She saved my neck more than once.
I'll never get all this done in time.
Call her. She's got who you need.
You gotta pull this one out.
Call her, for crying out loud.
Because whoever does is gonna make VP.
If someone hands you an Account Temps card, take it. Account Temps.
Thank you. I've reached the age where I have to make notes. But I wanted to, it's a real pleasure for me to be here tonight to say hello to the greatest fans in all of sport. And it is always a pleasure for me to interact and be part of the Celtics. Now, we have a promising young team and the best coach for the job, because I've had numerous conversations with Rick, and he knows what Celtic pride means. And this team is going to exhibit this year. Now, one last thing I want to say. I played in a building called the Boston Gardens. and teams were scared as hell to come in here. What we want to do is make the Plate Center the same kind of hellhole for other teams. So I'm calling on you, our friends and fans, to give the other teams hell. Make noise. Let's have fun.
Bill Russell trying to involve the fans. We'll see whether or not the fans respond here tonight. There certainly was a lot to respond to last night if you watched the Celtic team play. Let's check out our Aztec Technology partners' starting lineups here this evening. Opening night at the Fleet Center, the front court for the Washington Wizards. Juwan Howard, Ike Austin, who we didn't see in the preseason, and Michael Smith, the former Providence College star, who they picked up as a free agent in the backcourt. Rod Strickland, who was missing for all of the preseason, and Mitch Richmond, who hardly played. So Gar Hurd, in his first season as the Wizards head coach, has all his people ready to go now on the other side for the Celtics. Adrian Griffin once again starting at the forward spot. He may lock that job up for a long time to come. But Tofinko and Antoine Walker, the rest of the front line. And in the backcourt, it'll be Kenny Anderson and Paul Pierce, who had a brilliant night last night. Paul really leading the way for Boston, and the Celtics again just playing really, really well under Coach Rick Pitino right now. And the question will be simply, was last night an aberration or the rule?
I think it's the rule. I think all these players have their heads into playing team basketball, and we're going to see the best of what they can do this season. And I believe it's Rick Pitino's first full season as the Celtic coach.
All right, the Wizards won last night. Surprisingly, had an easy time with the Atlanta Hawks, and they control the tip here tonight. Strickland will be picked up by Kenny Anderson defensively. Washington doesn't really want to run the basketball. They like to have Strickland bring it up, set it up, and take advantage of people like Howard in the low post, and Mitch Richmond on the outside.
Well, if Griffin's going to defend him, they're going to go to that mismatch.
Anderson, little baseline jumper. He's long with it, and it's right into the hands of Juwan Howard. Celtics were able to get off to the quick start last night against the Raptors. Howard again in the paint, in and out this time. Austin battling underneath, out of bounds. And last to touch it, Antoine Walker.
Well, if the Celtics have to start switching down to help out underneath, Ike Austin's going to have a field day on the boards.
Richmond buries the baseline jumper. Pierce touching it first time on the offensive end. Howard comes out to get him. Griffin gets a little screen, goes the other way. Nice dish underneath, and Antoine missed the layup. There's the double on Strickland, has to give it up. Smith, the cleverest passer in the world. Austin with the hook shot, no. Rebound is tipped and controlled by Antoine. Boston looks to run. Antoine up the middle. A little bounce pass is ahead of Potopico. Washington ball. What is the Celtic game plan for tonight?
Well, pace the game. Get it at fever pitch. Find the open man. They're looking for him right now. A couple of didn't happen. And to really continue to play as a team.
Richmond, Potopico got a hand in the shot, and there's Griffin for the rebound. If your pitcher looks a little foggy, do not adjust your set. The Celtics are experimenting with in-house pyrotechnics for the opening lineup. If you missed them, it's still pretty smoky in here. Give that basket to Kenny Anderson. It's 4-2 Washington.
Well, Ike Austin did not play an awful lot of basketball in the preseason. He had a hip pointer, but he's a load.
Yes, he is. Strickland lays it down to Smith. Smith long with it, and there's Pierce with the miss. Coach Pitino out in front of us saying, let's step it up, let's go. Kenny for two.
Boy, and he caught who was it, Smith or Ike Austin, really in between steps, getting that shot off.
Strickland along the baseline, and they've got Pierce, I believe, with the bump.
Well, let's take a look at what the Wizards have to do. Defeat the press, and I think it'll come into play tonight. And they are big, and they must control the boards.
Here comes Austin along the baseline. Patapico finds him. Austin, tough shot. He makes it.
Hit pointer and all.
First two for Ike, who played a lot early and then sat a lot of the game last night against the Hawks. And I'm watching him out here, and he's breathing pretty hard already. And that's going to be a hand check on Rod Strickland.
Well, they were up doubling, denying everybody that's potentially coming to the ball. So Kenny Anderson had a lot of room to manipulate that dribble and take Strickland to the hoop.
Pierce into the paint. Got it.
Great play and slow on the switch. Pierce wide open.
Celts back to tie it at 6. First two for Paul tonight. Anderson, the quick hands. Boston's got numbers on the break here. Kenny, the bounce pass.
Great look-away pass. Laid it right out there for Antoine. That's pace at its best.
Boston with their first lead after falling behind early in this one. Strickland will try outside, long with the jumper. Rebound. And we got a foul on Austin, I think, underneath. Yes, we do.
Take a look at the fast break here, and if you'll notice, there are people holding right there. Strickland holding Antoine Walker and Patapico. And makes no difference to Kenny. He made that up quick thrust pay off with a layup.
Celtics on an 8-2 run here. Pierce pops out. Misses the 3. Rebound ripped down in there by Smith. Strickland the up quick. Richmond in traffic. He'll get to the line.
Well, you notice how quickly they look up and how fast Richmond got into that corner. And Pierce was uncertain whether to get at him quickly. And Richmond said, there's nobody back there. I'm heading to the hoop.
Number 2, Mitch Richmond at the line, shooting 2.
And that was the foul. Give it to Pierce.
Yeah, he's got 2 already. Richmond struggled in the opener last night, just 3 for 13, and was in foul trouble most of the game. Mitch Richmond has many Mitch Richmond years left in him.
He's a great competitive guy and certainly a great basketball player, so he'll give his best. If the legs hold up, he'll be the old Mitch Richmond.
And Richmond able to tip away the ball from behind and then fell down as he tried to release on the break. Celtics get it back in the hands of Adrian Griffin. Griffin is going to take Austin into the paint, kicks it out. Kenny, a 3, no. Rebound, Austin.
Boy, and Austin is huffing and puffing already.
He really is. Howard's in and out. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and Patapico is going to pick up the foul. No, it's on Kenny Anderson. Excuse me, number 7.
Now, one of the things the big guys of the Celtics have to do is not get caught in a leaping match with anybody. That time, Vitale just overreacted and went up as the ball was still on the rim. Hold your position until the ball comes off the rim and give yourself an extra count blocking off a man. That allows you to control an area. If he'd done that time, Kenny wouldn't have ended up with the foul.
Quick double on Strickland. They find Smith down there on the baseline, and that time it was Vitale who picked it up. Tony Petit will be first off the Boston bench tonight. He makes his way to the scorer's table.
Well, the big guys, Tony Petit and Vitale, Potapenko are going to be under the gun with the new interpretation of the rules, or the old interpretation of the rules, I should say. And they really have to move their feet and try and stay as foul-free as possible.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by JobFind.com, the #1 source for online recruitment in the Northeast. Batia and Potapenko out.
Don't worry about the foul. Go take off.
One of two for Smith. Celtics go inside to Antoine. Turns on Smith. Takes him. No. Rebound. Griffin in traffic. Looking to get it back up. Couple of fakes. Comes back to Anderson. Over to Pierce. Paul the pull-up.
Boy, got right by Richmond and elevated, so Richmond couldn't even get a look at the ball.
Pierce is very good with that mid-range jump shot, which is kind of a forgotten shot in basketball. Austin double team, gets it back out to Strickland. They go right back to Austin.
And they didn't call 3 seconds.
Calling an illegal defense on Antoine Walker. And that's going to get us a timeout. 6:37 left to go here in the first. Celtics are up 2.
He's gone! Goodbye!
The run for the title is on.
See you later. Touchdown!
It's college football season, and we've got your Big 12 excitement right here.
Good night!
When the sun comes up, we're here. That's why we only drive Ford trucks.
When New Englanders have a tough job to do, they count on the only trucks on the road built Ford tough, like the big Ford F-150. Now, during truck season, it comes with low 3.9 financing for 36 months, with 4x4 power, a standard 4-door super cab, and more.
They just plain work.
Or we don't. Ford F-150, the #1 selling truck on the planet, and low 3.9 financing. During truck season at your New England Ford dealer.
This summer is probably actually the hardest I've probably ever worked in my career. My shoulders is a lot bigger than they are this year. I've been running a lot on the beaches in California. I'm a great pool player now. Me and my roommate, we play pool all the time. I beat him up all the time. I'm always a great tennis player. I'll be probably a professional tennis player. I'll probably end up being an FBI officer, too.
It's college football season, and we've got your Big 12 excitement right here.
See you later. Touchdown.
This is Fox Sports Net.
Well, let's take a look at a scouting report on Adrian Griffin. I'm telling you, this kid is going to make an impact on this team. First of all, he really gets the job done in a solid way. Smart player. Not spectacular, but every once in a while he'll make a spectacular play. He makes very few mistakes. He's the complete player at both ends of the floor. He simply knows how to play the game. He's got a feel for where the other 4 guys are at all times.
You would think that last point would not set him aside from so many, and yet it does.
That's kind of an instinctive thing, like, do I understand geometry or calculus, But this kid has a sense that something's out of balance, and he reads the defense, he feels the defense, and he knows where his teammate will be. And he uses that against the other team. And that's what Bird had. And I'm not comparing him to Larry Bird, but there's that sense. Cousy had it. Russell had it.
Griffin takes it right to Howard. Leans it up in traffic. Has it sent back. He's not going to get the benefit of too many calls here as a rookie. Richmond the other way. Howard on a cut couldn't handle it cleanly. Has to throw it back out. Strickland in the paint dishes. Austin the 2. Pretty good ball movement for the Wizards that trip. We're tied at 10. Walker setting a screen, picks up his first foul.
Offensive foul for the Celtics, number 8, Antoine Walker. His first personal foul.
Vitaly Potapico has come in. Somebody's got to leave. And it will be Antoine.
Aaron Williams checks into the Washington lineup.
I think Rick Pitino actually wanted Tony Mazzei to come out. Strickland looking for Howard down low. Finds him. Howard just backs his way in, trying to overpower Pierce, and Vitaly's got the miss.
Boy, Pierce just hung right on that shooting side and never let him get a clean look.
Pierce comes up firing, then Griffin on the weak side. Couple of fakes. Has to kick it back out. They swing it to Anderson. Back to Adrian. He's going to take it. Got it.
Hey, Adrian is all over the place again.
Celtics by 2 at 12-10. Strickland answers.
Oh, what a shot that was. That was a flick.
First 2 for Strickland in the game. Ties it at 12. Anderson, little move right by Strickland for 2. Kenny has been very effective taking the ball to the basket. He's 3 of 5. It's like the old Kenny Anderson driving.
Well, he's reading that everybody else is out on the perimeter and the gut of the defense is wide open. They have no shot blocker. Why not take it strong to the hoop?
Aaron Williams on a cut, and they're going to count the basket. Get all the names, numbers, and news you need in just 30 minutes. Join Steve Lyons and Chris Myers for Fox Sports News this morning between 7 and 9 every morning right here on Fox Sports Net.
Number 40, Calvin Cheney checks into the Celtics lineup.
How many has Pierce got? Did they give it to Pierce? They give the foul to Pierce or Petit?
I don't think they gave it to Pierce.
They gave it to Griffin. Yeah. Okay.
First on Griffin. Pierce has 2. Topico trying to slap it away, and does.
Well, that first unit of Washington held their own. They don't look in shape.
Washington fouls number 44,
Aaron Williams called for that foul.
Team's third.
I'm not seeing some of these, T. You're going to have to help me out.
I never saw that one either. I was watching somebody come off a pick, and there was pushing and shoving going on. But that was way off the ball.
You read a lot of the box scores this morning after the first night of NBA play. You know there were a ton of free throws shot in the opening night games and a lot of fouls called. Adrian, 2 for 2.
Yo, Adrian.
16-14 Boston. Strickland, they trap, pretty good trap, real good trap. Has to call a timeout. Great job by Vitaly Potapico, jumping out on the double team. And Washington will use a full timeout. 3:56 left to go here in the first. Celtics by
2. Book your travel online with Southwest Airlines, and you'll automatically get double Rapid Rewards flight credits, which means 4 round trips get you a free ticket and some downtime for your computer. Drive happy with our friends at Alamo Rent-A-Car and start earning free travel even faster.
You are now free to move about the country.
Going in a straight line is one issue, and most people, when they think of speed and power plants, think of the fact is you're going fast and slow, and you're turning in the process of doing it. The new Ultima has been redesigned with that in mind. We refined the suspension. We reduced the body roll. We goosed the engine. Technically speaking, we gave the car some
This is your business. This is our business. These are your challenges. These are our solutions. This is your future. this is your choice.
We're back. It's a 2-point game and 3:56 to go here in the first. The Celtics continue their young season at home this Friday night when they take on Anthony Mason, Derek Coleman, and the rest of the Charlotte Hornets. Celtic tickets start at just $10. Call now, 931-2222, or go online to Ticketmaster.com.
Well, once again, Rick Pitino has introduced that second unit in phases so that they could still try and control the rhythm of the game.
Patopico, another good play as he slaps away the pass. Celtics doing a lot of trapping in the half court. Richmond short with the three. Vitale gets it quickly in the hands of Kenny Anderson. Kenny taking it, kicks it back out. They swing it.
Chaney's got to take that shot.
Vitale has it partially blocked from the side.
Chaney was wide open. He's got to take the shot. He's a little hesitant to get into this offense.
He is. He's a little gun-shy. Howard. Yes.
Juwan Howard for Ron Strickland.
4 points for Juwan Howard. Patopico beats his man up the floor, gathers and gets two.
Great fake. And really lifted the defender coming down. Jahidi White. Jahidi White? Jahidi. I know. You know him from way back.
Old days. Jahidi's been a pretty good pickup for this team. Richmond. Nope. Williams tips the rebound away over the top. Lays it down to Howard. He's got that funny way he kind of cocks that jump shot, but it goes.
Good play by Williams there. Took it to the middle and then deftly, and I say deftly, found Howard.
Williams could pick up for this team, I think. He'll give them some good minutes off the bench. Here's Chaney. Turns on Richmond. Takes the fall away this time. He's long with it. Rebound Howard.
Yeah, and again, Patopico went for the ball without controlling the area.
Strickland all the way. No. Rebound tipped. Howard's got it. Back out to Williams. They find Richmond again. Richmond's all the way in. It's not going this time, and this time Reed comes away with it. Boston looking to work. Here's Anderson. Once again, Calvert got it this time.
That's good. Get it, shoot. He's an offensive player. Nice play there by Kenny to get him into the game.
Sonny Battie looking to come back into the game. Strickland cuts to the basket, and Kenny was late getting there. Let's check in for the first time tonight with Willie May. Coach.
Well, thank you, Mike. I got a chance to talk to Walter McCarty earlier tonight, and he said, you know, last night he hit the 6 3-pointers. He said they were for his good friend, the guy who he loves to shoot them with, Dana Barrows. As you know, Dana's grandmother passed on Monday, and that's why he's not with the team right now. In memory of Dana.
All right, and again, our condolences and sympathies go out to Dana and his family on the passing of his grandmother. Strickland completes the three-point play. Wizards, their first lead in a while at 21-20. Celtics did not press at all last night. I mean, not even one trip, but they have a unit on the floor right now that just might. Walter for two.
Well, he disdained the three and took it strong and lifted over the top of his defender, Williams.
And here comes the full court pressure. Tracy Murray, Williams, Strickland, Richard Hamilton from Connecticut, and Jahidi White are on the floor. Strickland's very difficult to press, but they make him give up the dribble there. They get it to Hamilton. He comes up firing, misses it. Rebound controlled under there by Battie. Nice job by Tony. Celtics push it quickly to McCarty. Swing it to Turner. Inside Battie. Battie working on White. Tony for two.
Yeah, and he showed him this way. Then he showed him that way. And Jahidi was rooted to the floor. It was Jahidi and Jahidi.
Strickland, once again, he's trapped, has to send it back out to Murray. Under a minute to go here in the first. Williams down there on the baseline, takes the turnaround long with it. Rebound tipped loose on the floor and picked up by Murray. He's liable to shoot it from there, gives it up instead to Strickland. He drives, doesn't get to, the tip won't go. Second tip comes back to Strickland, but it's taken away by Griffin. He's got help, he finds it.
Great pass by Griffin. He's a little tired. He's asking Rick Pitino to come out, and no wonder. He's been all over the place.
Eric Williams, who didn't play last night, is going to see his first minutes of the year. 8 different Celtics have a field goal here in the first quarter. Adrian Griffin makes his way to the bench.
Take a look at what Griffin does again. Now, his good hands, comes up with the ball. Might have gotten fouled there. Waits for the defense to really commit himself, and there was Walter making the move.
Celtics looking for the final shot here of the first. Chris Whitney is out there defending Wayne Turner. And Washington with a foul to give, and Whitney gives it.
Washington fouls number 12, Chris Whitney. His first personal foul.
I can't remember the last time a team had a foul to give. Celtics have 4.8 on the clock. They get it to Turner. Wayne taking it to the basket. Won't stay down. Tipped up. Yes! Give it to Eric Williams. 9 different Celtics score here in the first quarter. And Boston's got themselves a 7-point lead at the end of one. The offense coming from just about everywhere. 28-21. Celtics have opened up a 7-point lead at the end of one here in the home opener, 28-21. Let's take a look at that final shot of the first. Wayne Turner taking it in traffic. Did Eric Williams get it off? Yes, he did. Washington did this in the exhibition season. They kind of operated on that theory that teams that press don't like to be pressed, and they tried to press Boston on numerous occasions. Here's Williams in traffic, and he has it slapped out of bounds.
Well, he turned away from traffic, and man, Tracy Murray, really a bigger player, was hanging right on his shooting hand. He's got to take it to the middle.
Tracy Murray gave Eric Williams the old Dikembe Mutombo finger wave out to him. Walter. Nope. Rebound. The tee and out of bounds. It's going to be Boston ball. Whitney last to touch it.
Got a break there. I thought it went off of Tony Petit.
Walter comes up shooting again. Tipped up. Won't stay down. Boy, Chaney was right there and he couldn't finish it.
Well, 3 good looks here.
Yep, absolutely. Mike Austin making his way to the scorer's table, looking to get back into the game. Hamilton goes inside to White. White using his bulk. Comes up with an air ball. And a technical foul is called on Garfield Hurd, who was trying to get a call for his rookie White. A second-year player, White.
Heidi White was in there an eternity, it appeared. They could have called a 3-second call.
Walter McCarty will shoot the technical free throw.
Walter is going to shoot the tee. Coaches that one in. Let's take a look at the numbers for the first 12 minutes of this one. Boston, once again, the quick start, 58% shooting.
Holding their own on the boards and the bench. Big factor.
Gar Hurd still with some words for the official. Jahadi White's gone to the bench as Austin's come back in. Turner gets into the hands of Eric Williams. Eric's going to take it and make it.
If he starts shooting that shot off the picks, he'll play a lot of minutes. And that'll open up his inside game.
Foul is called on Wayne Turner as...
Can't foul a guy before the ball is inbounded. Let's take a look at Eric. Gives a little up fake, had the shot right away. That's not his favorite shot, and I would think right now that shooting coach ought to be really working with him to give him a lot more confidence. Andy Enfield.
Chris Whitney will be on the line shooting 2.
That free throw by Whitney snaps an 11-0 run as we look at Andy Enfield, the shooting coach of the Celtics.
Pinstripes and all.
Yeah, he's looking good tonight.
Whoa.
Looking good. He and Lester Connor do a nightly battle of the threads there on the sideline.
They do?
Yes. Pretty impressive on the assistant coach's salary, too. Jimmy gets it back in the hands of Turner. And Whitney's going to be called for the foul. That'll be his second.
Washington fouls number 12, Chris Whitney. That is his second personal foul. First team foul. Number 5, Wayne Turner at the line, shooting 2.
Wayne Turner played in 151 games in his career at Kentucky, and that is an NCAA record for career games played. You know, we've talked about how Rick Pitino says your 5 may be better than our 5, but your 10 isn't better than our 10. We've got 10:30 to go here in the first half, and 10 Celtics have scored in this game. Whitney hits a jump shot.
And the other team's energy level is not going to be as high as the 10 that the Celtics are going to put out on the floor.
Boston once again continues to take the ball to the basket.
That's a very, very good sign. They didn't get to the free throw line in that first half, but there's a nice crossover. And there was the foul by Williams.
Wayne Turner.
When you push the ball up and that defense isn't totally set for it, that's the time to slice through, particularly if you can read that they're out on the perimeter. Now, one of the things that people have talked about Turner is his release of the ball. Kind of releases it very funny. And I don't know if Andy Enfield has worked with him or not yet. It's more of a throw than than a real fingertip release.
Just 1 for 4 at the free throw line. 7-point Boston lead. Michael Smith got free.
Great pass by Whitney. Celtics thought he was going to swing it to the corner, and he put it right down the pipe.
Vitale's going to come back into the game next whistle. Here's Battee out high. Cheney behind the screen keeps the dribble alive. Celtics are down to 6 on the shot clock. Turner knows it. Going to have to create something. Gets it to Eric Williams. Throws it up and in. That's vintage Eric Williams there.
He goes to the hoop, baby. Good things happen.
Battee gets a hand on the ball. Celtics have got numbers on the break. Eric's got 2 more.
Great play by Battee. And Waller create that opening.
Hamilton able to get it across.
Yeah, but they couldn't convert it into a fast break opportunity.
Nope. Murray has to kick it out. Hamilton wild with that shot. Rebound. Comes back out to the Celtics.
Boy, 4 on 3. Heads up here.
They get it to Walter. And 3 the Bullets combine to kick the ball out of bounds. They're the Wizards, I know. 8:41 left to go in first half. 36-27.
Easiest 100 I'll ever make. Watch this. I'm here to apply for that guaranteed equity line, and I need an answer today.
How about within the hour?
And I have to close on Thursday.
No problem.
At night.
You got it.
At halftime.
How's courtside?
Fine.
The Citizens Guaranteed Equity Line. Complete satisfaction or $100 cash back.
Coach, did you get the equity line?
It looks good.
Did you get the $100 cash back?
No, stop with the questions. Get in the car. Let's go. Get in the car.
No limits, no boundaries. That's a way of life in New England, and Ford SUVs are there every step of the way.
This thing just powers through the mud and the muck.
Ford Expedition.
My Explorer helps me keep it all together.
Ford Explorer, the #1 selling SUV in America. Now with low 3.9 financing. Equipped with control track 4-wheel drive, a powerful V8, and low 3.9 financing for 36 months. Check out the full line of SUVs at your New England Ford dealer. Your Ford outfitter.
This is power. Unstoppable power. The power in new Duracell Ultra. The most powerful alkaline battery in the world. The power for more pictures, faster flashes, more sound, and ultra performance in whatever it powers. New Duracell Ultra. More power, more life.
We're back with 8:41 to go here in the second, and the Celtics holding on to a 9-point lead tonight. The Celtics would like to welcome students from the Cleveland Middle School in Dorchester sitting in the Celtics community corner. At each home game, the Celtics treat a group of 44 students from one of the Boston public middle schools to a night at the game. The Celtics community corner is presented by Sprite.
Now let's take a look at this pressure defense. Tony Petit in the middle of your screen now comes right back, gets that long hand, long arm up there, knocks it to Waller, and then Waller takes off and really lays it down after Whitney makes the commitment, and there's the layup. That's what the Celtics were not doing last year, converting those turnovers of the other teams into layups.
It is Turner, McCarty, Patopico, Williams, and Cheney out there right now for Boston. Walter fakes the three, takes it into the paint. The runner goes. 7 points for Walter here off the bench as he continues his fine offensive performances here early in the season. There's Williams with the quick hands and the save. Walter misses the dunk. The tip goes back to Eric. He in paint, and he's going to get fouled.
Boy, they worked him nice.
They sure did.
This unit here is very effective. They were having trouble against the Wizards in the preseason game, but right there is just pure hustle.
That's great hustle by Eric Williams.
Yes.
Eric Williams at the line, shooting 2.
Eric has come off the bench for 9 points.
Well, he may be the anchor of this second unit offensively, along with Walter, who seems to be stroking that outside shot. And I think Cheney, once he gets into the feel of this thing, is going to be a scorer on this unit, too.
And Michael Smith travels with the basketball.
Michael. Yep. When you get Michael Smith going to break the press, you're inviting disaster.
7 turnovers here for Washington. Smith will go to the bench. The rookie Gerard King is going to check in. 2-1, plus the advantage for the Celtics in the turnover column. Topico kicks it back out. Inside, V the follow-away. Doesn't get the bounce. Rebound in traffic to Richmond. Pretty good shot, though, T.
Yep.
Underneath King for 2.
You got to talk, and first guy back has to look to see that the middle is and the basket is protected, and then adjust afterwards.
Turner's pass nearly picked off. Cheney saves it. Walter's going to take it. Nope. Rebound to Strickland. Wizards looking to run. I think they're running to get out of the press, but it's not.
Well, there's pressure there. As soon as he
Celtics trapping in the half court.
They're getting the ball out of his hands.
Strickland. Oh, not supposed to get that bounce on the road. 7 points for Strickland, 9 points to Boston lead. Antoine, Paul Pierce, Adrian Griffin, Kenny Anderson, all are going to come back in the game for Boston. Nice job done by the second unit.
Well, they picked the pace of the game up, and they were pretty effective. They extended the lead a little bit.
They sure did.
And this first unit now could come in and really apply the wood to a tired front line.
22-8 and plus 14 off the Boston bench. Pierce looks Richmond in the eye. It's about the third shot here in the last 4 or 5 minutes that's gone down and come back out. Richmond for 2. Little run by the Wizards here to get themselves back to within 7. Antoine kicks it. Extra pass to Pierce. Back to Kenny. Top of the key. Antoine fakes the 3. And a 3-second violation called. And Rick Pitino up applauding his troops, trying to make the extra pass. 6:26 left to go here first half. 7-point game.
Circuit breaker. Check. Window heat. On. Takeoff warning horn. Check. Parking brake. Set. Radios, radar, and transponder. Set and standing by. Sunscreen. SPF 15. That's check.
Southwest Airlines is going to Florida with low fares to Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, Tampa Bay, and Jacksonville. Florida's never been closer.
Cool shades. On.
Going in a straight line is one issue, and most people, when they think of speed and power plants, think of the fact is you're going fast and slow, and you're turning in the process of doing it. The new Ultima has been redesigned with that in mind. We refined the suspension. We reduced the body roll. We goosed the engine. Technically speaking, we gave the car some
This year we pledged to play like true Celtics. We'll be committed to winning. We will hustle. We'll do battle. And we will never quit. And I can assure you of one last thing. I am a much better basketball player than I am an actor.
We're back. Celtics are up 7, 6:26 to go here in the half. Every night at 6:30 at midnight, Jim Rome gets the last word right here on Fox Sports Net. Tune in and find out who's on the hot seat tonight and just how far old Romey will go to get the goods on his guest. That's right here on Fox Sports Net. Only 2 teams last night shot better than 50% opening night of the NBA. The Celtics were one of them, and they're still at 50%. It slid a little bit, but it's right at 50, 18 of 36. 4 for 12 here in the second quarter. And Kenny Anderson nearly came up with the steal. Howard short with the jump shot.
Good block out that time by Antoine.
Antoine trying to get it ahead for Kenny.
Yeah, he threw a skip pass that time. And right idea, wrong pass, and you can see him hitting himself. Now watch this pass just skip. Looked like the man may have touched it with his foot, but you got when you throw that pass, you got to put almost reverse English on it, make it sit-ups, and so the guy can catch up to it and just go to the basket.
Richmond misses. Antoine there for the rebound. Washington has yet to convert a Boston turnover into a point. Antoine lays it down. Outside it goes to Anderson. Kenny spins in the paint, keeps on going, throws it out. Adrian in there to steal the rebound, finds Vitale, and he banks it home.
Yo, Adrian! Yo, Vitale! How many assists has Adrian got? 2?
Austin trying to back his way down on Potapico. Comes up short. He thought he was going to get a call. He didn't get it. Antoine keeps on going. Gets stripped going to the basket by Strickland. It'll be Boston ball. Austin just now making his way into the front court.
Mike Austin is liable to lose 15 pounds by the end of this game.
He just might.
His pants may fall off before this game is over.
Pierce in the paint. The floater, no. The follow, yes. Potapico.
Good cleanup there by Vitale. Soft hands for the putback.
Celtics open it up to 11 with 4:50 to go in the half. Strickland. Oh my gosh, Rod's.
Boy, they're getting the bounce.
I tell you, Rod's going to apply for membership around here. Antoine's going to take a 3 and make a 3. Second basket for the captain tonight. He's got 5. Celtics by a dozen.
But he's been rebounding and looking to pass and moving the ball.
Yep, he's 2 for 4 from the field. He's been judicious with his shot selection. As opposed to Mitch Richmond, who just continues to jack him up. He's 3 of 8. Kenny, great look. Count it! And Beal gets to the line.
That's vintage Kenny Anderson. Anderson. I want to tell you, when he first showed up 2 years ago, he was making plays like this all the time. That is just a magnificent pass. And Vitale, all he had to do was make the catch. The ball was delivered at the shoulders. All he had to do was catch it and go up with it. And that's how he got the hoop, instead of having to bring it down and then go up.
6.6 assists for Kenny Anderson in the game. And Washington is going to take a timeout. 3:55. Now they're calling it a 20. Yep, it's going to be a 20-second timeout with 3:55 to go here in the first half. And now it's a full timeout. So we'll take it with Washington. Boston by 12.
All right, everybody tries to sing in the shower.
Walter's pretty good.
I might be the only one that sounds good.
He has a good tone in his voice.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Antoine is the worst singer you ever want to hear.
He thinks he can sing and rap.
He tries to sing on the bus.
He gets his Walkman on the planes, and he's sitting there just hurting everybody's ears on the plane.
Awful singer.
Here comes Antoine on the break. Over the top. All the way.
Dodge Ram's payload and towing capabilities are the stuff of legend, but there's a load more. Ram introduced the world's first quad cab. Ram's available Magnum V10 is the largest and most powerful V10 in a full-size pickup. And Ram pickups are the longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road. We could go on, and on, and on. Dodge. Different. See the friendly New England Dodge dealer near you.
Love and happiness. Be good to me. I'll be good to you. We'll be together. Walk away with victory, baby. Love and happiness. Oh, yeah. Love and happiness. Oh.
We're back, and it's time to go above the rim as we take a look at Vitale Potapico.
Yeah, a little different type of look. And there's Vitale up for the nice one. Watch this. Leaves quickly right there with the soft hands for the putback. Above the rim. New angle.
In traffic, I found.
Celtics foul, number 34, Paul.
That's going to be 3 on Paul Pierce, so we may see Paul come to the bench for the rest of the half. We will, as Walter's up there at the scores table.
Number 51, Gerard King at the line, shooting 2.
The rookie Gerard King is going to get a couple.
Number 0, Walter McCarty checks into the Celtics lineup, replacing Paul Pierce.
Gerard has actually been around for a while. He played at Nicholas State, so he didn't command a lot of attention.
He was the leading scorer where?
Nicholas State.
Wasn't he the kid that was over in...
No, that's not that. He wasn't the leading scorer in Armenia or whatever it was. He got cut, by the way, by Utah. So it just shows to go. He was Lebanon. That's where he was. Walter, a couple of nice moves trying to feed it to Vitale, and it's picked off by Howard. Richmond, a nice help there by McCarty. Vitale, the trailer. Short with the jump shot. Tipped away by Griffin.
Once again from underneath. Beautiful.
Kenny kicks it. Griffin sends it back. Bullet pass underneath, knocked away, but Kenny Anderson in the right spot. They'll still got plenty of time, 14 on the shot clock. Kenny's going to take it and make it. 8 points for Kenny Anderson, 13 the Boston lead. Here's Strickland in traffic. Lays it down nicely for King.
Gerard King from Rod Strickland.
That was very smooth.
Well, that's what his intention was all the way, was to draw the defense and then drop it off. Howard's trying to stay with Walter. That's not going to work.
Antoine, and he's called for a foul violation. 55 behind White checks into the Wizards lineup. Antoine trying to say that's my move.
Well, he dropped the ball, and I'm sure they have worked on that move and worked on that move. And I don't know if Rick Pitino was agreeing he walked or what, but when players work on a move for ever and ever and ever, Kuzi, who had that behind-the-back dribble, used to be called for palming all the time. He would get furious when they would call it.
What's palming?
Doesn't exist anymore. I think Kuzi had a lot to do with it.
9 points here for Richmond. 9 is the Boston lead. Kenny trying to make something happen. Gets it to Adrian Griffin. Adrian kicks it back. Antoine takes it from the corner. Long with it. Rebound taken down by Jahidi White. Washington making a little noise here. Cutting into the Boston lead. Strickland. Another slick pass to King. King now has to send this one back out. Richmond is just intent to shoot the ball, isn't he?
I think that's why he's there.
I guess.
Celtics foul to number 44, Adrian Griffin. That is his second.
Like you see Mitch Richmond, where he is in all-time scoring, past Dr. J. It's a lot of points, a lot of shots.
Mitch Richmond at the line.
A lot of free throws. A lot of years.
Averages 23.2 points a game in his 22 career games against the Celtics. He's in double figures here tonight. Anderson and Griffin are going to sit down. Antoine Walker's also going to come to the Boston bench with 1:19 to go in the half. Washington has played everybody they have in uniform here tonight. And Washington's going to come with pressure here, trailing by 7. Turner looking to push it, take advantage. Has to pull it back out. Laurent Prophet has come into the game for the first time. He played well in the exhibitions against the Celtics. Taka will go into the basket and he gets whacked.
Washington fouls number 3, Laurent Prophet.
Prophet gets it on the reach-in.
On the Wizards.
1:06 to go till halftime, and it is a special halftime as all year long the Celtics are going to be honoring Red Auerbach, and it all begins tonight. Tom Heisen will be hosting that halftime. Stick around. Eric Freed will be our host and take you through it. Nice first half of Vitali. Celtics have it back up to 9. King and Howard combine in the backcourt. Walter back there now. Here comes Turner on the trap. And Vitali able to save it. And out of bounds. It's going to go off Richmond. Nice hustle as Howard got away with a walk in the backcourt. Celtics end up getting it on the turnover with 52.6 left to go in the half. And Washington will also extend their pressure. Petit goes inside. Lee spins, has it stuffed on the other side. It was more the basket, I think, that got that than any one of the Wizards. Celtics will see it one more time. About a 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's a 10 now. Prophet kicks it outside. Richmond. Oh, a block is called. Well, that's a veteran and a rookie colliding, and the foul is going to be on the rookie. Wayne Turner picks it up. It'll put Richmond at the line. 11.5 left to go here first half. The Celtics are just 6 quarters into this young season, but they have been the better team on the court for all 6 of them. Richmond keeping Washington close here with a dozen after struggling, as we mentioned earlier last night. Gets the roll on the second one, whistle underneath.
Celtics foul number 52, Vitaly Potapenko. That is his second personal foul.
That call was made by the rookie official, and that was a rookie call. That was a big-time rookie call.
Jahidi White at the line, shooting 1.
So Jahidi White will get 1 at the line. And he gets the roll. So the Bullets creep to within 6. And Bertino is really hot. He's going to take a 20-second timeout here. This year, Fox Sports Net is your source for total Celtic coverage, along with every Celtic battle at home. Fox Sports Net now brings you all the action on the road. The Celtics on Fox Sports Net. Every game, one station. Celtics looking to convert here and extend their 6-point lead. 11.5 seconds left to go here in the first half. Let's see what they're able to come up with. It'll be Battie, Griffin, McCarty, Potapenko, and Turner out there. Adrian Griffin, another solid effort. Battie looks, gets it into Griffin. Griffin's going to bring it up against Richmond. Continues to keep the dribble alive. Kicks it. Wayne Turner, the jumper. No rebound. Pulled down by King. Celtics get a good look. They can't convert. But Boston's got the lead at the half, 53-47. For a preview of halftime, here's Eric Freed.
Well, not only is it the home opener, Mike, but a big ceremony here at halftime as Red Auerbach is honored for his 50 years of service to the Boston Celtics. He, of course, is the Boston Celtics, and this is just the start of a year-long look back at what he has meant to Boston. You'll see the ceremony with Tommy Heinsohn, Bill Russell, and Red himself coming up when we come back to the Fleet Center.
Making the theory of relativity obsolete? Hard. Establishing world peace? Hard. Picking 6 winners in the Breeders' Cup Ultra Pick 6? Hard, but not impossible. The Breeders' Cup, racing's biggest day and a chance to win $5 million. The Breeders' Cup, Saturday, November 6th.
Watch and wager on the Breeders' Cup this Saturday at Suffolk Downs.
We know advanced technology doesn't have to be complicated, that every product must be meaningful. And the end result will make you smile. Open up to Samsung Digital. Samsung Digital. Everyone's invited.
The Maglite flashlight. Brighter, tougher, made in America. Maglite, the perfect gift to brighten the holidays. Maglite.
World's first active head restraint, designed to reduce whiplash. From Saab.
Smoke in front of your children, and they are twice as likely to grow up with asthma. 30% more likely to grow up with heart disease. And 2 times more likely to grow up without you.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
We're back here at the Fleet Center with the Celtics on top of the Wizards 53-47, but that takes a back seat to what's happening right now here at the Fleet Center. Red Auerbach, at age 82, being honored for his 50 years of service to the Celtics. He was asked at the press conference earlier today, does it feel like it's been 50 years? And he said, paraphrasing here, heck yeah, but only the way that Red could say it. And he's about to be honored on the floor right now, a brief tribute being played to him visually. You think of Red and what he has done for the Celtics. He's the guy who orchestrated moves that got Bill Russell into a Celtics uniform. Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish. Bill Russell is on the floor. He will be taking part in this ceremony that Red has said, well, he's embarrassed by. But he is here nonetheless. He's come up from Washington. He was there for those 16 NBA championships. The fans have turned out tonight to pay tribute to the man who built the Celtics dynasty and the 16 world championships, Red Auerbach. Tommy Heinsohn will take everybody through the ceremonies down on the court, on the parquet, as Red is honored by this crowd.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tommy Heinsohn, and I know this guy well. I'm pleased to be with you to help celebrate the beginning of a very special season. In 1950, the founder and owner of the Celtics, Walter Brown, was looking for a spirited young coach to lead a franchise which had yet to achieve a great deal of success on the court. The young man he would bring aboard would immediately make an incredible impact on the team, the city, and the sport. Eventually leading to the Celtics' first world championship in 1957. From 1950 through 1966, the coach would lead the Celtics to 9 world titles, including an incredible 8 in a row from 1959 through 1966. And it would have been 9 in a row if Russell hadn't gotten hurt, I can tell you that. At the start of the 1966-67 season, Red would pass the coaching torch over to a great successor in Hall of Famer Bill Russell. These two would team up for 2 more championships over the next 3 years. Red oversaw 5 more NBA championships during the 70s and the 80s. One man has been with the franchise for all of the NBA record 16 world titles. In 1968, he was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. He was the NBA Coach of the Year in 1965, a trophy that now bears his name he created what we now know as Celtics pride. We are here tonight to celebrate the beginning of his 50th season with the Boston Celtics. Would you now please welcome Arnold Red Auerbach.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I never felt this way when I was on the bench. I feel honored. It's very seldom that you have Bill Russell applauding me. I should be applauding him. You know, there's so many people other than you wonderful fans out there that I'd like to thank for the great support that has helped me, helped Boston, helped the team achieve what we did. There's no question about it. The fans are an integral part. However, I'd like to thank the late Walter Brown for bringing me here. I'd like to thank Paul Gaston for keeping me here. I'll tell you this. I'm out here, and I want you all to know, and those of you that know me, this is no swan song. Hell, I'm not going anywhere. When they told me about this, when they told me about this, I thought it was a lot of bunk. What the hell's all the fuss about? Because it's like they're putting you out to pasture. I'm not going anywhere. Christ. And to make sure that I got my good friend and my doctor here to make sure I don't go anywhere. But I tell you, I'd really be remiss if I didn't, other than my great friends, if I didn't give a special thanks to the ball players, because that's where it's at. I mean, let's face it. I mean, the Kuzis and the Havliceks, the Heintzes, the Russells, the Jones boys. We go right down the line. They did it. Later on, you got the McHales and the Birds and the Parishes. And don't forget a guy that came down who I admire very much, and that's Dave Cowens. All these guys came in and they personify the Celtic pride. Again, I don't have any notes, Tommy. What the hell is this? I remember when he used to speak off the cuff, and it took a lot of guts to shut him up, as big as he is. All of a sudden, he got notes. Okay. All right, look, we got a new era. You got Rick Pitino and the boys. They're young, they're aggressive. Let's get behind them. Thank you very much.
With red, to help raise the banner in honor of his 50 years, is Celtic legend Bill Russell and Red's daughter, Nancy. Come on, Nance.
To steal a baseball term at age 82, Red Auerbach hasn't lost anything off his fastball. Halftime continues here at the Fleet Center with the Celtics on top by 6. We'll be back with the second half after this.
In recent government crash tests, no other SUV outperformed the Nissan Pathfinder in driver front impact collisions, passenger front impact collisions, driver's side or passenger side impact collisions. You might say it's like being taken off the endangered species list.
It's about focus, intensity, and anticipation, because that's what it takes to survive on the road. And the best way to do that is wear a safety belt. I grew up on these roads, and I know what I'm talking about. On the court, everybody works as a team. But on the highway, everyone has to think for themselves. So if you want to be in the game, you've got to play by the rules. And if you've been drinking, don't drive. Got it? Message from the Boston Celtics and the Governor's Highway Safety Bureau. All right, here we go. Let's go to work. Good! That dirty bird football right there. Get the game, man. Play, you can play as long as we.
Not only do we give you everything you need to know for NFL Sunday, but nowhere will you find more detailed scientific formulas for picking winners than on Pro Football Week.
There is always room for another banner here at the Fleet Center. Red Auerbach with a commemorative banner that will hang here at the Fleet Center all year long. His 50th year associated with the Boston Celtics. His team is up by 6 here at halftime. Let's take a look at the first half highlights as the Celtics fell behind early, but they got back into it with Kenny Anderson, the steal. He'll dump it down to Antoine Walker. Antoine with the reverse for 2. Then Rod Strickland with the quick jumper. Celts with an 8-0 run to close the quarter, led by 7 after 1. And then it's Eric Williams helping the Celtics out to a 13-point lead, but Mitch Richmond and the Wizards come battling back. Richmond goes twice here. Inside, outside, and then outside, way outside. Antoine Walker for the three-pointer as the Celtics are up by 6. The Dodge NBA leaders, we take a look back to last year's assist leaders per game. Jason Kidd led the league, but Rod Strickland with the Wizards was close behind. Wizards are close behind the Celtics here right now, down by 6. Back with more at the Fleet Center on Red Auerbach's Big Night after this.
Tonight's Boston Celtics basketball game on Fox Sports Net is being brought to you in part by your friendly New England Dodge dealer. Take a different road, head in a different direction. Make a different statement. Dodge, different. By the Boston Herald. Turn to the Herald for the best sports coverage in Boston. And by Samsung.
For Dodge Dakota, success comes about as naturally as wearing the Magnum engine badge. It offers far and away the best power and class. It also offers the very best in room, payload, and, of course, towing. And look what else it's pulled off. Dodge Dakota is ranked best compact pickup in initial quality by J.D. Power & Associates.
Put on your hat and coat now, baby, and let me take you on outside. Put on your high fur collar, because we're going for a ride. Put on your high boots and your mittens, baby, I'm gonna be taking you on outside. Let's go, baby.
Hey, Affordable Insurance, may I help you?
My car's been arrested and my husband's been impounded. My husband's been arrested and my car's been impounded. Can you help me?
When it comes to auto insurance, A Affordable insures first-time drivers and replaces canceled insurance.
Don't worry, we can replace your insurance. But there's not a lot we can do about your husband.
I think jail is the safest place for him right now.
You really need us. A Affordable Auto Insurance.
This is Fox Sports Net.
We are back here at the Fleet Center. Opening night, the Celts have the lead at the half, 53-47. And now let's give my artist friend a chance to draw a little bit here.
Well, you're going to see some great press defense. Rick Pitino's been putting this in place for a long time, and people were getting to know where they're supposed to go. Right now, you're going to see Tony Petit take off down here, but also get his hand up in the passing lane, which is a little added something. Once you know where you're supposed to go, you really are starting to learn, these ball players, what they're supposed to be doing on the trip. So they take the turnover and turn it into what should be happening almost all the time, a pure layup. And that was nice basketball by a team that's starting to understand not only the principles, but some of the cute techniques of Rick Pitino.
Celtics have played 6 quarters in this young basketball season, and they have been the better team on the court for all 6. They will continue this young season at home on Friday night when they take on Anthony Mason, Derek Coleman, and the Charlotte Hornets. Tickets start at just $10. Call now, 931-2222, or go online to Ticketmaster.com. Halftime numbers, T.
Yeah, ought to be pretty impressive. Boston shooting 49%. They're leading in the rebound department. And fast break points, 10. And second chance points, 13-5. And look at the points in the paint. They have made 11 layups to Washington 6. That's why that shooting percentage is up there. And good passing and real teamwork is producing those kind of numbers.
All right, it'll be Antoine Walker, Kenny Anderson, Vitaly Potapenko, Paul Pierce, and Adrian Griffin to start the second half for the Celtics. Rod Strickland is going to pick up Anderson. Richmond is out there on Pierce. Antoine, the hook for 2.
Boy, took the look right at it. Got it to him to get it going.
Austin, Smith, and Howard, the other three players out on the court for Washington, and Smith sneaks in for two.
Let's remember that Rick Pitino wants to pace this game and take the legs out from underneath guys like Richmond and Ike Austin and perhaps even Juwan Howard.
Nice screen by Antoine outside. Frees Kenny Anderson. Antoine gets it back. Dishes. Adrian's going to take it. Doesn't get the bounce. Rebound controlled by Howard.
Good looks. Wide open shots.
Here's Austin. Two number 8s do battle. Austin has to kick it out. They swing it. Howard's going to take it. Rebound. Tip. Last touched by Ike Austin.
Well, Suns got a break there as Pierce really knocked it out.
55-49. Celtics have led just about the entire way. Washington got a lead early, I want to say, it's like 6-2. Boston came back with about an 8-2 run, and they've been in front ever since. Anderson gets doubled. They get it back to Adrian. Leaves it wide for Pierce. Nope.
Good aiming now.
Oh, look at the steal by Griffin. And nobody home. Pierce was cutting to the basket. Adrian thought he was going to stay outside.
That guy has such a knack of coming up with what is supposedly a possession of the other team. He just takes it right out of their hands.
Richmond. Oh, there's another steal by Griffin. Gets it ahead to Anderson for two.
Good steal, good pass. Yo, Adrian.
I tell you, you're going to look up about 3-4 weeks from now, and he's going to be in the top 5 on this team in minutes played. Probably a lot of other stats, too. But he is going to get a ton of minutes. Lead pass, Antoine. Got it, and Austin commits the foul.
Great pass over the top, and there was a hustling Antoine Walker gets the layup and will draw the foul on Ike Austin. I love this type of basketball. Heads up basketball, and there's the hard run by Antoine paying off with a layup.
22nd timeout is taken by Garfield Hurd as the Celtics have extended the lead to 10 again. This game is playing, at least on the scoreboard, much like the game last night where Toronto was never really able to get back in it after getting down early. For an in-depth look at the Boston Celtics, check out Celtics Central every Saturday morning at 10:30. Host Eric Freed keeps you up to date with insightful features, player interviews, and the latest in Celtics news. That's right here on Fox Sports Net, the television home of the Boston Celtics. Celtics Central with E.
Well, Kenny Anderson is distributing the ball. Paul Pierce is distributing the ball. Walker is playing defense, rebounding, and really generally hustling all over the place. And they help him get to the line now after he made that layup. So the pace is continuing just the way Rick Pitino would like it.
Another impressive line for Antoine tonight. Misses the free throw, though. Speaking of impressive lines, and now Juwan Howard, I think another 22nd timeout is going to be taken here. Howard looks stunned. We'll take a full timeout. 9:36 to go here in the third. We'll keep an eye on Howard.
This summer is probably actually the hardest I've probably ever worked in my career. My shoulders is a lot bigger than they are this year. I've been running a lot on the beaches in California. I'm a great pool player now. Me and my roommate, we play pool all the time. I beat him up all the time. I'm always a great tennis player. I'll be probably a professional tennis player. I'll probably end up being an FBI officer, too.
Safety, it's my job. I like seeing kids riding in a Ford Windstar.
Ford Windstar 2000.
It's got the government's highest safety rating and a whole list of other features to help keep your kids safe.
Like available side impact airbags and a reverse sensing system. And now Windstar LX comes with $1,500 cash back. With available dual remote sliding doors and the confidence of all-speed traction control.
I do whatever I can to keep my kids safe. That's why I drive a Windstar.
$1,500 cash back on Windstar LX. Only from your New England Ford dealer.
10-point game, time to take another look at a special Fox feature called In Sync.
And watch what happens when we mean in sync. As Paul Pierce steps in front, and watch Antoine immediately on the gallop. Perfect pass and stretches out for the layup. Fox Sports Net, In Sync. Different look.
Inside, it's Austin, tipped away by Potapico, comes out to Richmond, misses the three. Rebound out of bounds, and they say it's going to be Washington ball. Looked like it might have gone on Smith. He was double teamed there. Tracy Murray is in the game with Smith, Richmond, Austin, and Strickland, who's been very quiet here so far in the third. Hasn't called his name much. Richmond, a little stop-and-go move, finds Austin to Smith, outside Murray. He's going to take it. Rebound Antoine. 7 rebounds for Antoine in the game. Gets it back top of the key and buries a three.
Well, Antoine coming up as the fourth man or fifth man. He buries that shot, boy. That's going to be big-time basketball. Dave Cowens used to do that for me when I was coaching. Come up after getting the rebound and then make an outside shot.
Strickland is short. Rebound taken down in traffic and is picked up off the floor by Anderson. Celtics looking to extend a 7-0 run. Adrian, yes, and he's fouled.
Where did he come from? That's what Gar Hurd is saying. A cleanup rebound off the fast break. Here's the hard push. They drop back. They give Kenny the three-point shot. And you just watch now as Adrian Griffin is just hustling up, knowing that nobody's going to get to him to block him out.
AG completes the three-point play. He's got 7. Celts have their biggest lead of the night. It is 16. It's 65-49. Richmond forces it inside. Neely had it taken away, and it is taken away by Pierce. Fast break to Walker. Antoine. Vitale unable to finish, but a foul is called.
Well, he did the right thing.
Yeah,
he went up and put it off the glass, and he got hit on the shot. And it was the proper pass, a bounce pass, because there was a defender there. You watch now as Antoine gets it back where it's supposed to be, in the middle.
Oh, Kenny.
Was it
Kenny.
He slid it?
Yes,
yeah, he slid it. I thought he bounced it. That was as good as it was going to get. It didn't take much time to get to the man, and Kenny said, boy, I would have loved an assist on that one. There should have been, but that's the type of stuff that Kenny can do, and I think is going to do all season long.
Number 44, Aaron Williams, and number 51, Gerard King, check into the Wizards lineup.
You know, Thomas, is just, I mean, I know it's very early, and I mean very, very early, but it's a nice chemistry developing here. I look down at the score sheet. Paul Pierce has got 4 points, and the Celtics are ahead by 18.
You know, when teams don't know who to really defend, and the team is smart enough to find out where the best option is, a lot of guys are going to score, and they're going to win a lot of games.
Aaron Williams throws it into the cheap seats.
Well, Richmond zigged when he should have zagged.
8 minutes straight up, all Boston here in the third. From all Boston ever since the Canadian national anthem about 26 hours ago. V dishes. Antoine finishes.
And when your center makes passes like that, what a totally mobile team you will have.
69-49, 20-point Boston lead. Murray is able to hit from the corner.
Well, they want somebody to stay with Tracy Murray, no matter what's happening on the other side of the floor.
Antoine feels it. Back rims the three. Griffin, another rebound. He's got 8 of them on the night.
6'5", huh?
Kenny in traffic. Yes, off the glass. All right, Kenny.
Mitch Richmond. Well, that's what he's getting paid for. Score a lot of points.
I know.
Who else is going to score? I mean, he can get where he wants to get to.
Antoine takes it in traffic, loses the handle, gets it back, tries to dump it into Vitale. He's able to come up with it, kicks it back out. Antoine got it. 17 for Antoine. The lead balloons to 21.
Well, Juwan Howard got hit in the eye, and they're applying an eye wash right now to him.
They say he'll be back. Pierce gets the steal on Richmond. Loose ball out of bounds. Last touched by Pierce.
Well, what a move by Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
And he is a factor in this game, both on the boards and with that defense. Look at this. Watch the hands right there on the crossover, and Pierce gets it, and there's the scrum. Could have been a jump ball.
And Kenny Anderson skying for the rebound. On the break to Pierce.
What a fantastic pass by Kenny Anderson. And he got that ball underneath 2 retreating defenders. That's beautiful fast break basketball.
And listen to the crowd here at the Fleet.
Circuit breaker. Check. Window heat. On. Take off warning horn. Check. Parking brake. Set. Radio's radar and transponder. Set and standing by. Sunscreen. SPF 15. That's check.
Southwest Airlines is going to Florida with low fares to Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, Tampa Bay, and Jacksonville. Florida's never been closer.
Cool shades. On.
What catches your eye at McDonald's? How about great deals? Here's an offer you'll love. Starting Friday, a savory bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit is just 99 cents at McDonald's. Or a hot, juicy bacon double cheeseburger is just 99 cents, too. What more could you ask for?
We are back, and the Celtics are rolling here. 76-53. Time for our Citizens Bank. Not your typical play of the game.
Well, let's hope it does become typical, because as Citizens Bank, not your typical play, but here's Kenny Anderson gets the rebound. That's not typical, but let's hope this type of stuff is going to be typical of every ball game. A little bounce pass and a layup by Paul Pierce from Kenny Anderson. And who's happy? Well, Citizens Bank is happy, and so is Kenny Anderson.
And you know, it seems like a simple thing, but a lot of the players, and we've seen it on about 4 or 5 different plays already this year, they're just finishing softly on breaks. They're just laying the ball in. None of this loud dunk stuff. None of this, let's get on Sports Center of Fox Sports News.
You know what they're going to start to feature on ESPN or Fox Sports Net or anything else where they do these replays is easy tip-ins with no slammers that clank off the back of the rim. Don't leave him alone.
Richard Hamilton for 3. Hits a 3, his first basket. But the Celtics in control here. 76-56. 5.5 to go in the third. Vitale.
Yay! What a play!
Basket right there.
hustle. Here's Kenny on his 9th assist as Vitale grabs it and just muscles it up as they were trying to drag him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And 0 turnovers for Kenny Anderson. 12 points, 9 assists, no turnovers. And Adrian Griffin gets a nice reception from the crowd, and Antoine Walker walked across the floor to give him a hand. Pierce sneaks in for the rebound. Gets it back. Misses the 3. Rebound, out of bounds, and it's still going to be Boston ball.
Now let's go back and look at the game plan. Let's see how well they're doing. Pace the game right where they want it. Find the open man. Can you ask for more than they've done so far and continue to play as a team? They're finding the open people.
Antoine short with the turnaround. Vitale. Pierce hits a 3.
Now there's the team play. Vitale with the quick kick out.
Richard Hamilton with the quick answer.
Stay with Hamilton.
Eric Williams to the basket, and they call for an offensive foul.
I don't know about that one.
That's first on Eric. A little house cleaning on the court. 4:46 left to go.
Wipe it up.
Suns putting a lot of points on the board here tonight. Scored 28 already here in the third quarter with 4.5 minutes still to play. Hamilton looking for his offense. Another rebound for Topico. Got a piece of it. It came to Williams. Here's Kenny on the break. Anderson inside. Nice pass. Pierce unable to convert it.
Boy, Kenny waited for him to get in the good spot before he really passed the ball. That's smart basketball by Kenny.
Whitney's bounce pass comes to Murray, and he measures and hits a 3.
Well, they're going to bombs away from out there, and if you just keep the people on the perimeter, Whitney's not going to beat you with penetration.
An offensive foul called on Kenny Anderson. Tonight's Boston Celtics game on Fox Sports Net is being brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places and do things you never thought possible. Fly Southwest Airlines. Celts now have Wayne Turner, Eric Williams, Tony Battie, Walter McCarty, and Adrian Griffin on the floor as Kenny sits down with his 4th personal. Adrian Griffin in the passing. Look at the long arms.
That was like a yo-yo. Threw it out and brought it back.
Walter. Eric Williams on the offensive boards. The fake and 2.
Now that was a great play by Eric.
Whitney in trouble. Loops it in the forecourt. King gets it to Hamilton. Hamilton lays it down. Williams blocked out of bounds. Able to save it. Hamilton. Whitney. And Williams. Nice hustle rebound. Foul is going to be called on Adrian Griffin underneath.
Celtics foul number 44, Adrian Griffin. That's his third personal foul.
That's 3 on Adrian. Calvert Cheney's going to come into the game, and Adrian will sit down. Gets a nice hand every time he goes to the bench. As well he should. Whitney as an afterthought.
Yeah, you got that right. He had no place to go as both men closest to him were covered.
Seltz back in a hurry, and Turner throws it in off the glass.
That's discouraging for Washington. Take all that time finding some kind of a shot, and then Celtics end up with a layup.
Whitney trying to figure out where the double team's going to come from. Gets it to Howard. One of the things this press does is Washington's not into their offense yet. They're under 10 on the shot clock. Knocked away nicely by Turner from behind.
Washington ball.
What do I do now? What do I do now? That's the type of offense they have going right now with this pressure. And as you said earlier, Celtics did not use the press last night.
Another
break. Give me a break, Whitney.
He's a good little player.
He is. We've seen him do an awful lot.
Yeah.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
There's Waller bringing up against the press. 6'10".
Cheney, tough time getting the handle. Gets it back in the hands of Turner. Here's Walton. Looking to tee it up. Gets it to Eric. Long jumper goes.
Well, he took that one right in the motion of the pass. Caught it and went right up with it. Beautiful rhythm on that shot by Eric Williams.
6 of 7 shooting for Eric Williams here tonight. Hamilton to Williams. And Walter got back in the play, but a foul is called.
Well, you would have thought they'd had an opportunity for a fast break 2-on-1. And Walter outdid himself that time and almost came up with a steal.
Right here. Screen late. You and Tony make the screen late. Down screen. What do you say? Down screen. Flex your lane.
Howard is trying to make his move and does.
But that was just a super shot. There were 3 Celtics who were really timing that release of the ball. He didn't have much room to work with. He almost went behind the backboard.
Under a minute to play here in the third. Celtics are up 20. And Juwan Howard called for a foul.
Juwan Howard. That is his first.
That's just his first. Doesn't look any worse for the wear after getting poked in the eye. Antoine and Paul Pierce talking it over on the bench.
Eric Williams at the line, shooting 2.
Eric Williams.
Now this
15th point.
This team, Mike, is built like the old Celtic team. Just seeing 2 guys right now. One guy had a huge night last night. 30 points. Not scoring an awful lot tonight, and it's being distributed. And I will tell you what an asset that is when at any given night anybody can get 20 points on this ball club.
Hamilton front rims the jumper, rebound loose, and just about every loose ball is coming to Boston's way, and that's a measure of the hustle they're putting forth here this evening. Eric kicks it. Cheney. I wanted to see that one go in for Calgary. Walter with the steal inside.
Waller had the distance.
Turner couldn't get a handle on the basketball to make the pass, and now the Celtics will look for the final shot. Boston has taken a 6-point halftime lead and extended it to 22, and they're looking for more. And hobbing violation is called.
A little stutter step, and the ball was mishandled. Have to work on that move. The kid has a natural instinct to distribute the ball, though, and that's going to make him good.
Hamilton does not get it off in time. And the Celtics dominate the third quarter. A good night here at the Fleet. We're headed for the fourth with the Celtics rolling along 89-67. Boston.
The wonder of it all.
ball. Take a chance, make it happen. Pop the cork, finger snapping. Spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet. Grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a ball. Let's live. Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Meet me at Foxwoods. Foxwoods.
Never thought we'd get that brother of yours married off.
Yeah, no kidding.
How you doing? How's the kids?
Kids are good. We're thinking of buying a house.
You got the down payment saved?
We're getting there.
How about your credit?
I don't know.
You don't know? You think buying a house is like buying a loaf of bread?
Understanding your credit is the first step toward owning a home. Call for the new free guide on credit from the Fannie Mae Foundation and for a list of lenders and credit counselors.
The Maglite flashlight. Brighter, tougher, made in America. Maglite, the perfect gift to brighten the holidays. Maglite.
Just a little something to start your morning off, and here's something else. Dunkin' Donuts Value Combos. A delicious cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee paired up with one of your tasty morning favorites. There's the freshly baked bagel, cream cheese, and coffee combo, the 2-donut and coffee combo, and much more. I tell you, if they don't get you going in the morning, nothing will. Dunkin' Donuts Value Combos. 2 great products, 1 great price. Try the delicious bagel, cream cheese, and coffee combo at Dunkin' Donuts today.
This is Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back to Fox Sports Net, everyone, where the Celtics are cruising 89-67. Mike Gorman along with Tom Heinsohn. Time for our Citizens Bank. Not your typical fans of the games. Hello there.
Is that real?
I hope not. It looked like it might have been.
That's real. He doesn't have your tattoo on, though.
No, he does not. We have to work on that, young man. We may see more and more of this stuff, though, if this team keeps playing like this. Celtics open up the fourth with full court pressure. Hamilton gets it ahead to Profit. Profit. Nope. Rebound taken down by Cheney. Eric Williams. He almost put that in off the glass. Jahidi White pulls it down. You know, Tom, even when some of these teams like Washington here tonight, even when they're able to successfully get through the press, they're taking, White spins to the basket and gets fouled. They're taking shots at a speed and rhythm that they're not used to, and so they're missing relatively easy shots.
How astute of you.
Thank you.
I want to tell you that is the whole theory behind Red Auerbach's basketball, and Rick Pitino, disciple of that when you have a better conditioned ball club and you play the game at a pace that the other team can't match physically or is used to in their conditioning program, you start to think slower, and you can never get into the rhythm of the ball game, and shots become more difficult, handling the ball becomes more difficult. That is the ally. Pace. How many times have I told you, and it sounds like a cliche almost by now, but if you were against the world's greatest marathoner, you were allowed to use a relay team, you could beat the world's greatest marathoner because he would lose the stamina and wouldn't be able to run anymore at that pace.
Eric Williams likes this pace. 18 for Eric after not playing last night.
I'm going to make a statement now, too, that I think is overdue. People started doubting Rick Pitino's ability to coach a basketball team in the NBA. This is the first full season that Rick Pitino has been able to really put together a basketball team to his liking, personnel-wise, and also has had the time to get the team together, work them in the summer program the way he would. And you see just a well-conditioned, well-schooled, developed team that is playing together beautifully.
Turner with the reach in there is going to be called for the foul. Let's take a look at the numbers at the end of 3. Boston dominated that third quarter, outscoring Washington 36-20, and as a result, they're back over 50% for the game.
11 steals. Look at that.
Wow. 16-2 points off turnovers. 18-3 fast break points. Can't wait to see games against the Knicks.
Well, you know, this team is still feeling its oats, and what I like about it, here's a kid, Wayne Turner, who is a rookie, and really knows this style, but doesn't know the league, and is still proving to himself that he belongs. Wait till he believes that he does belong.
Cheney trying to hustle for that pass. Walter tried to force one in there. Keep in mind the Celtics are putting on this offensive show both last night and tonight without Dana Barros, who you would guess is going to be an 8 to 12 point a game guy.
And Danny Fortson.
Yeah. Oh, great block by Petit twice. And a foul's called.
Celtics foul number 40, Calvert Cheney, his first personal foul.
Now, watch this great play by Tony Petit as they try to muscle it in, and Petit right there with the quick jump, there again for the quick jump, and somehow or other they call a foul on Calvert Cheney.
That's what they said, but I think they changed it. 3 blocks for Petit in the game. Rebound comes to Turner. 91-71, 10 minutes straight up to go. Calvert, little floater, short with it. There's White up there, big for another rebound, and this time they've got...
Celtics foul to number 40. His second personal foul.
That's 2 on Cheney. We are going to get ourselves a timeout. 9:50 to go in the game. Celtics looking to go 2-0.
In recent government crash tests, no other SUV outperformed the Nissan Pathfinder in driver front impact collisions, passenger front impact collisions, driver side or passenger side impact collisions. You might say it's like being taken off the endangered species list.
Myth is the past we cannot escape.
The heads are gone, taken by the headless horseman.
Mystery is the omen we cannot face.
Some say it is the witch of the Western Woods who has made a pact with Lucifer.
Madness.
Who's there?
Is the terror we cannot stop. Sleepy Hollow. Rated R. Friday, November 19th.
Antoine Walker's pumped and ready to take the C's to the top. Hornets, Celtics, only on Fox Sports Net.
20-point game, 9:50 to go. Let's see what's up with Willie May.
Well, thanks, Mike. Got a chance to talk to Eric Williams earlier before the ball game. You know, last night he logged no minutes. But you know what? He's a consummate professional. And he knows some nights it's going to be like that on this team. And also I spoke with the Rook, Wayne Turner. Wayne says that the elbow is doing a lot better, and he is doing real good. He's got all the range and motion back, and that's a good thing.
He's sure getting a lot of minutes here in his first 2 NBA games. Celtics again in the plus column in rebounds. That's one of the key columns that Coach Pitino looks at. He really feels if they can out-rebound teams, they can beat teams. Profit now scores. Every Washington Wizard who came tonight has scored. On the Celtics side, Purvis Ellison, the only one who has a score. Purvis is on the floor right now. Cheney has it slapped away, and they say Calvert lost it out of bounds.
Calvert's just got to take those standstill in the pocket jumpers a little bit. That used to be his shot. And I think he's just feeling his way into what's going on after playing so much stand around basketball down in Washington for so long. This is not a natural style of basketball for him right now. It will be because he's very athletic and he's got a lot of skills.
Howard hits a turnaround. The Celtics have 6 different players tonight who have taken between 9 and 12 field goal attempts. Anderson laying it down. Purvis has a chance to get himself in the book. Paul Pierce, Antoine Walker, Adrian Griffin all getting set to come back into the game here with 8:41 to go. And Washington has sliced the lead to 16. And Williams, McCarty, and Cheney all come to the bench.
Antoine Walker, all check into the Celtics lineup. Purvis Ellison at the line, shooting 2.
Purvis is in service.
I asked Purvis before the game, I said, what did you think of the landing last night? It was a little rough coming into Hanscom. And he smiled and he said, I thought it was the best landing I ever had.
Baseline screen, double turn. Coming again. Once again. What's out?
Celtics foul to number 29, Purvis Ellison.
Purvis Ellison called for the foul. Celtic bench looking for a jump ball.
I couldn't see the play, but
it'll put Michael Smith at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
He will get 2.
he's lefty, and he's got Band-Aids on both his thumb and his index finger, which are your normal shooting fingers. How can you have a touch?
Looks like me after I played about 3 rounds of golf, and I just had to pile up all those Band-Aids. Kenny kicks it. Adrian, little fake, back to Anderson. He'll take it and make it. Boy, a solid night for Kenny Anderson.
I'll tell you, he has done it all tonight. Moved the team, created the pace, hit some big shots.
7 of 11 shooting for Kenny. Another assist for Adrian Griffin. Prophet lays it down. Hamilton, the catch and shot. Smith gets it back to Hamilton.
29. He just flat out knocked Purvis right off the floor. That is an awful call.
That was Becker.
That was get at Purvis Ellison. Purvis was standing. It was not this man's call to make. He went flying, and it just went right into Purvis, who was well established.
So Richard Hamilton, who had some excellent exhibition games against the Celtics, although he's probably not going to get that many minutes playing behind Mitch Richmond. Hamilton's 2 of 8 from the field here tonight. I'm sure there are some Connecticut Huskies in the crowd somewhere. 95-79, 16-point game, 7.5 to go.
Boy, and this is the time to keep the pace up.
Kenny misses the 3, rebound to Hamilton. Hamilton, a quick little pull-up.
Yeah, that's timeout.
That's good timeout. 7:15 left to go in this one. The lead is down to 14 as the Wizards are making some noise.
They're the best-selling minivans in the world. The most innovative ever. The most imitated. The most trusted. The most versatile. Dodge Caravan. It's not only the yardstick, it's the ruler. Dodge Caravan. Different. Dodge.
The new Nikon Pronia S.
Wow. Very cool. It's cool, huh? It's really lightweight.
I mean, I can see if you didn't brush your teeth.
You don't have to putz around with the film. Well, Nikon's the best SLR available.
It is so easy to work with and easy to travel with. Just a piece of cake.
The Pronia S gives you the technology of an SLR with the spontaneity of a point and shoot.
Very impressed.
Available at the Camera Company, Route 1, Norwood.
This is Fox Sports Net.
We're back 7:15 to go in this one, and you can be part of the action this season with a Boston Celtics action pack. 3 convenient 10-game plans to choose from. They'll all fit your schedule, plus special benefits. For action pack and season ticket information, call Celtics sales office at 617-523-3030. All right, Celtics looking to get their rhythm back here as we take a look up in the section where Red Auerbach was seated earlier tonight along with Bill Russell.
Well, you're tempted at this stage, Mike, to slow it down. You can't slow it down. Keep playing the pace you are. Don't let the other team get really aggressive. You stay aggressive, just like that.
16-point night for Kenny Amazon. Hamilton directing a lot of traffic. Nothing much happening. Gets it to Howard. Tries to cut to the basket. Pierce kind of bounces him on the way through. Pretty good trap. Comes to Howard. Long with the jumper. And the rebound tipped. Loose underneath. Griffin's got it. And the official says it's out of bounds off Adrian. Rod Strickland's going to come back to the game. So is Mitch Richmond as the Wizards look to make one final run at it here. Down by 16 with 6:22 to go.
Well, the next 2 minutes will be decisive.
Number 1, Rod Strickland.
You hold your own right now for the next 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes.
Celtics without a fast break point here in the fourth quarter. It is Richmond, Strickland, White, Howard, and Smith. Inside they go to White.
He's in there.
Celtics foul is number 29, Curtis Ellison. His third personal foul.
Boy, I'm going to take you off the hook here. We have an official here tonight who needs work. Who needs some games under his belt. It's that one right there.
Number 55,
Jahidi White's going to be at the free throw line. Big guy is wide left with that one. Vitaly Potapenko comes back in, and Purvis Ellison will sit down.
Purvis did what they wanted him to do, I'll tell you, and he just didn't get a break. Stepped in, took a couple of charges, got called for it. Jahidi White White was in that low post for a 5 count. They never called 3 seconds. What are you supposed to do?
Austin's going to be coming back in the game here in a moment. Again, the Celtics kind of stuck in a half-court offense here every trip on the fourth quarter. Howard nearly got the steal on Pierce. Pierce able to save it. Kenny needs to take it. Or Kenny's just bailed Boston out here. 19 for Anderson as he hits a 3.
Well, he's the hot man tonight. It was Pierce last night in the first half, and then Walter.
Whistle for that foul, and that's going to be his 5th.
Number 7, Kenny Anderson. That is his 5th personal foul. Team limit. Number 8, Ike Austin checks into the Wizards lineup.
Kenny up there working for that next ball.
Shooting 2.
Able to put Richmond at the line for 2.
And Boston has just played a beautiful basketball game here tonight. And I mean, in every facet, they've rebounded, or they've been more than holding their own on the boards. They've made the pace their ally.
Kenny lays it down. Pierce deep in the corner now. Rebound Austin, outlet to Richmond. Antoine is back. And Antoine's going to be called for the foul.
Celtics foul to number 8, Antoine Walker. His 2nd personal foul.
Just 2 on the big guy, but the Celtics are over the limit. And
number 30, Tracy
Wizards with a big advantage at the free throw line here, even though they're down 16 in the game. Richmond back there for 2 more.
Well, they're starting to take it to the hoop now, but a lot of those things were charges. The Celtics are really good at moving their feet, that back line. They've worked hard on establishing position. In some of the preseason games, we saw Purvis really beautifully place himself to take charges. Never thought I'd see Purvis taking charges. I thought he just charged it.
He does that too. Vitale had the pass picked off. Whitney got a hand in there.
Vitale had the play and never saw it. Can't make stupid mistakes now. There's one.
Richmond has to kick it back out. Whitney's going to take and make a 3.
Yeah, no talking, and
Chris Whitney.
Washington keeps chipping away here. 4:43. That's a lot of time to go in this game, and the lead is down to 12. Celtics looking to hold on here. 4:43 to go. Their lead has dropped to 12. Step it up. Let's go.
And there's Kenny Anderson. A little look at what he's been doing. Scoring, passing. Watch this one here as he slithers through there. And that beautiful little bounce pass. And Antoine took it in stride, made Kenny happy, and was hoping he made the fans happy. So Kenny doing his thing tonight. And take a look at the point guard comparison. Kenny way ahead in both points and assists, and less turnovers.
Washington a 21-11 bulge here in the fourth quarter, and that's what's got them back in the game after being down 22. Adrian spins in the lane.
Left Tracy Murray, wondering where he went. Where did Adrian go?
4 of 6 shooting here tonight for Adrian Griffin. Murray looking to answer, can't, but the rebound comes into Richmond's hands. He throws it up and hits it. 20 for Richmond. You're wondering why Rod Strickland isn't in the game, as say he has a sore left ankle, and his return is questionable. 16 for Potapico.
That was a beautiful play.
Austin gets an easy 2. Points coming in a hurry here. 104-92. Celtics are up 12. Anderson keeps right on going.
Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul.
Here's Howard. In and out. Rebound by Pierce. That's a big miss by Howard. That could have made it a 10-point game. Antoine outside. Gets it to V. Potapico looking to take his man. Kicks it instead. 7 on the shot clock. Potapico a screen. Outside. Griffin. Rebound taken down by Isaac Austin. Griffin had to take that shot. Sells for a 3 on the shot clock. And the official just fouled Kenny Anderson out of the game.
Now, this is the part of the game that you really need a guy like Kenny Anderson now. To control the flow of the game, and you're turning it over to Turner.
Outstanding effort by Kenny tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And this could be a 10-point game with 2:46 to go. And your floor general is on the bench.
Washington has been to the line 17 times in the fourth quarter. Celtics have been to the line twice.
Well, Kenny should have gotten fouled on that last foray to the hoop, I'll tell you.
Adrian gets it back. Vitale driving to the basket. He will get to the line.
That's the play. Take it to the hoop.
Washington fouls number 30. Tracy Murray, his third personal foul.
Murray picks up his third.
Interestingly, right now with Kenny on the bench, they're letting Antoine really run the offense, more or less. They've got him out on the perimeter, and he could be a heck of an option at this stage of a game down on the box. And so can Paul Pierce. Although they have Pierce down there, they have been not able to find a passing angle to him.
Time Washington.
Well, the Celtics have gotten 36 points out of Potapico and Eric Williams tonight. A lot of depth on this team.
Everybody tries to sing in the shower.
Walter's pretty good.
I might be the only one that sounds good.
He has a good tone in his voice.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Antoine is the worst singer you ever want to hear.
He thinks he can sing and rap.
He tries to sing on the bus.
He gets his Walkman on the planes, and he's sitting there just hurting everybody's ears on the plane.
Awful singer.
Here comes Antoine on the break. Over the top. All the way.
We're going to see some really good offensive basketball here by the Rook, Adrian Griffin, and there's, where did he go, Tracy? Adrian Griffin doing it big when they needed it.
2:31 left to go in this one. The Celtics are 34-11 in the Rick Pitino era when they score 100 points or more.
Well, they need to stop here. They really do need to stop. I wonder if they're going to press or to just play. You know, at some point, pressure defense does nothing for you. If you stay out there and just play good one-on-one, you make them work the clock down. And if you press them, it opens up for layups. see what the defense will be for Boston.
Richmond, and that's a foul on Richmond. That was like he was like a pulling guard as he tried to set the screen on Wayne Turner.
Well, he didn't play enough preseason games to get the feel of the officials. Watch this now, as there he was and moving. You got to stand still. The secret to not getting fouls called on you in this style of officiating, the way they're calling it now, is when a man runs into you, fall backwards. Don't hold your ground. Fall backwards.
Pierce coming around the screen, pulls up and knocks it down.
That was the man.
Yep. 11 for Paul Pierce as he gets to double figures. The Celtics have 5 players in double figures, and Griffin has 9 points. Whitney. Topico, nice hustle. Antoine on the break has it slapped away by Howard, and the official says it went off Antoine on the bounce.
Well, Antoine thought he had an angle to the basket. Didn't have it.
Gar Hurd taking a timeout for instructional purposes only. 108-93.
We know advanced technology doesn't have to be complicated, that every product must be meaningful. And the end result will make you smile. Open up to Samsung Digital. Samsung Digital. Everyone's invited. What catches your eye at McDonald's? How about great deals? Here's an offer you'll love. Starting Friday, a savory bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit is just 99 cents at McDonald's. Or a hot, juicy bacon double cheeseburger is just 99 cents, too. What more could you ask for?
Celtics are a minute and 44 seconds away from their second win of this young season. And once again, let's go above the rim.
Way above the rim. Way above the rim. And where is above the rim? Hey. Now we are above the rim. A little layup there. Yes. The laydown. And Antoine slithers through. Just a good angle. Alley-oop there works above the rim.
Vitaly Potapenko had more than 18 points just twice in the 33 games with Boston last year. He is one of 2 so far this year, as he's got 18 tonight.
Solid game, and rebounded well, and they are starting to have confidence in him and handling the ball. And Tony Petit also will figure in that department as a good man once you start penetrating to dish to in close, as people will start racing to Paul Pierce in the corners and all the other small people that can hit from the outside. So I'm sure that Petit is going to pick his offense up, and I think Cappuccini will too.
Murray can't get it down. Another rebound for V. 8 rebounds for Vitaly on the night.
All right, there is an inexperienced play. Right now, with this much of a lead at this shorter period of time, work the clock down, get it to your point guard. Don't throw it up the floor. We're within 2 minutes with this big a lead. And this is a good guy to become the point forward. As Juwan Howard is out, he's not going to go out and start challenging Antoine.
Antoine lays it down to Turner. Vitaly tried to get up there and stuff it through. Couldn't. Celts still look like they're going to shoot better than 50% for the evening. Austin with the ball. Boston right now is 44 of 86, just below 52%. And Whitney gives the foul on Wayne Turner with under a minute to play. So the Celtics have the Charlotte Hornets coming in here on Friday night. And it looks like they're going to be 2-0 when Charlotte shows up. And then we will go to Indiana on Saturday night to open the new building for the Indiana Pacers. Hope you'll be able to join us back-to-back on Fox Sports Net Friday and Saturday night. Boston against the Washington pressure without any problem. But for a moment, Washington was going to start fouling. Now it looks like they're just going to play this out. Turner takes it down to 8 on the clock. Kicks it out. Adrian penetrates, finds Vitale, and he gets the roll.
Oh, I just love how smart that kid is. I keep saying it. Just took it to him. Knew that Vitale was there. Willingly gave it up.
Austin dumps it to Murray. He hits one from the corner.
Well, Austin did the same thing for a big guy. He knows where to find the target.
Antoine getting hassled, keeps the dribble alive, takes it to the basket, and he's going to get to the free throw line. 17.7 on the clock. The Celtics with their best offensive output of this young season. Second consecutive night over 100.
Mike, when did I tell you that this team was capable of averaging 115 points a game?
You did tell me that.
All right. Now, they played well, very well tonight, and they're still feeling their way into the pace of the game and what's available to them. This team is going to score a lot of points if they keep effectively using the speed of the every individual on the team. Every player on this team either is the equal in speed of a guy at his position or the fastest guy at his position.
I tell you, we're going to be the only people left in this building if Gar Hurd keeps calling timeouts here. 17.7 on the clock. His club is down 14. And he takes a timeout. As I mentioned, join us on Friday night. We will be here as the Celtics take on the Charlotte Hornets, a good Charlotte club. 6:30, the coverage begins. Hornets won their game last night. We saw them a couple times in the exhibition season. They are good. Old friend David Wesley playing very well. Derek Coleman trying, like the Dickens, to stay out of trouble. Not too successful so far, but is back playing again. Let's take a look at our Dunkin' Donuts dunk of the game.
Yeah, and there's the Wizards on the alley-oop to Profit, and that's up and in with a slam dunk. Dunkin' Donuts, dunk of the game, and we brought it to you.
Well, so a day of practice for the Celtics tomorrow as they get ready for Charlotte. Charlotte trying to feature their #1 pick, Baron Davis, the point guard. David Wesley's become a hard person to move out of that job, though he continues to play so well. And David is known to have very good nights against his old team.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be an interesting ball game because they were not fearful of the Celtics. They'll be thinking twice about it. But look at the field goal percentage. Last night and tonight, pretty good. And there's the time left. Paul Pierce. How many points did Pierce end up with here now?
I've got him for 11.
Yep, and they gave him his shots. Other people, how many did Antoine get?
I've got 19.
A quiet 19. Where did he get the 19? He got the 19 in the right way.
Eric Williams, 18. Kenny Anderson, 19.
Years ago, and the guy we honored tonight, his teams, nobody was on the top 10 in the top 10 scoring in the league when we were winning all those championships.
Whitney rattles home a long 3. 15 for Whitney off the bench. He's suddenly the second leading scorer for Washington. Turner's going to have to get across half court. He does, and that should do it. Juwan Howard gives it to Ike Austin. Boston is 2-0 on the young season. Rick Pitino's Celtics, impressive for the second night in a row. And they have to feel very good. The team that nobody gave any respect to in all the preseason polls is now 2-0.
advanced technology doesn't have to be complicated. That every product must be meaningful. And the end result will make you smile. Open up to Samsung Digital. Samsung Digital. Everyone's invited.
Everybody tries to sing in the shower.
Walter's pretty good.
I might be the only one that sounds good.
He has a good tone in his voice.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Antoine is the worst singer you ever want to hear.
He thinks he can sing and rap.
He tries to sing on the bus.
He gets his Walkman on the planes, and he's sitting there just hurting everybody's ears on the plane.
Awful singer.
Here comes Antoine on the break. Over the top. All the way.
The word is about, there's something evolving. Whatever may come, the world keeps revolving. They say the next big thing is here, that the revolution's near. But to me it seems quite clear that it's all just a little bit of history repeating.
I need a bookkeeper, an auditor, a tax expert. I can't believe it, a killer audit, and I've got no staff.
Look, you need temporaries. Call my friend at Account Temp.
This is the boss's baby. I'm really feeling the heat.
Here's her card. I've known her for 10 years. She saved my neck more than one.
I'll never get all this done in time.
Call her. She's got who you need.
You've got to pull this one out.
Call her, for crying out loud.
Because whoever does is going to make VP.
If someone hands you an Account Temps card, take it. Account Temps.
Well, a special night for Red Auerbach here at the Fleet Center as the Celtics begin their year-long celebration of Red's 50-year involvement with this team, and the basketball team did not let him down at all, Tom.
No, he had to like what he saw tonight. His type of basketball, play the pace, wear him down, make them think twice as fast as they're used to thinking, and it worked for Rick Pitino as it did for Red Auerbach for their second straight win.
And the Celtics the other night had 48 minutes up in Toronto of sustained effort, and tonight, I mean, a good solid 36, kind of got slowed down a little bit in the fourth quarter.
Well, those things happen.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
Pace,
don't get me wrong.
Yeah, the pace was pretty good for most of the ball game. Yeah. But using 10 guys, all the people last year said you cannot play this type of basketball, that players do not want to do it. They'll wear the players out. Let me tell you something. When you play 10 guys and everybody feels like you're a part of it and can make a contribution, a significant contribution, they play hard and they love to play this style of basketball. So all you critics, you're full of baloney.
Let's take a look at our forward drive of the game. Kenny Anderson had himself a heck of a game here tonight. Finished with 19 points. I believe he had 9 or 10 assists. Did have 10 assists. He did not turn the ball over. Just a very, very solid effort for Kenny here tonight. So the Celtics are 2-0. They're off to the start that they would dream about as we take a look at the final stats. And once again, for the second consecutive night, better than 50% shooting for Boston. 88 field goal attempts is pretty good in this day and age. And Boston dead even in the rebound column.
Yeah, I guess a pretty good rebounding team, and look at the points in the paint. I mean, those are rush-ups, pinpoint passing by Kenny Anderson on the inside, and Adrian Griffin. And the fast break points, I think they're more than just 18-5 in that because they don't count those jumpers anymore, but I used to when I was a coach.
All right. A reminder, we will be back here again, and we'll be coming back your way on Friday night. That's when the Celtics are going to take on the Charlotte Hornets. Every Celtic game this year, both home and away, is here on Fox Sports Net. Our coverage begins at 6:30 with Celtics Game 9. Up next on Fox Sports Net, it's Celtics Prime Time with Eric Freed and Willie May. They'll have Rick Pitino's post-game press conference and interviews with the players, so stay tuned. Once again, final score here, 112 for the Celtics, 101 for the Wizards. For Tom Heinsohn and Dick Life, I'm Mike Gorman. See you next time. Tonight's Boston Celtics basketball game on Fox Sports Net has been brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places. By Aztec Technology Partners. By Dunkin' Donuts. Nothing says morning like Dunkin' Donuts. By Foxwoods Resort Casino, located in southeastern Connecticut, the wonder of it all. By Gillette Mach 3, the first triple-blade razor. By New England Ford, proud to support the Boston Celtics. And by Citizens Bank, not your typical bank.
What do you want in a bank?
I want a bank that can handle my cash management needs.
We get it right for some of New England's most prestigious companies.
A bank that invests in the community.
We're the #1 SBA lender in New England.
A bank that gives free samples.
Can't do that.
A bank that can handle a sizable company like mine.
Our corporate bankers do that.
A bank that can approve my small business loan in 24 hours would be good.
No problem. Citizens Bank. Everything you want in a bank.
A bank that'll guarantee me a championship season.
Almost everything.
Right now, you can get home delivery of the new Boston Herald at more than half off the newsstand price. 24 weeks of the Herald for just $2.13 a week. Call for home delivery today.
This is power. Unstoppable power. The power in new Duracell Ultra. The most powerful alkaline battery in the world. The power for more pictures, faster flashes, more sound, and ultra performance in whatever it powers. New Duracell Ultra. More power, more life.
Opener follows the same path as the season opener for the Celtics. They go over 100 points again. They come up with another victory, now 2-0 on this young 82-game season, 112-101. Well, it is early, but it is a good start for the Celtics, and the third quarter was a turning point in this game. The Celtics outscored the Wizards 36-20 in the third quarter and pulling away. They went on a big run towards the end of the first quarter to take the lead for good. Last time they trailed in this game was in the first quarter. They're down 22-21. They never looked back. The Wizards got it a little close, but never got it down to single digits in the second half. Let's show you some of what happened here tonight at the Fleet Center during the home opener. Kenny Anderson, start of a good game. The dump down to Antoine Walker, who finishes in the first quarter. Then it's Rod Strickland. Didn't play a lot tonight. Knocks that down. Second quarter, Mitch Richmond. Yes, but it's Antoine Walker helping the Celts out to a 53-47 advantage at halftime. Second half, Kenny Anderson with the drive. A strong game for Kenny. More on his numbers in the second. Then it's Antoine spotting up outside for three. He had 19 points. Paul Pierce, an off night for Paul by last night's standards, but still a solid 11 points. And then it's Kenny Anderson from the top of the key. Celtics win at 112-101. Here is Rick Pitino in his post-game press conference.
Want to come out of the locker room with a big third quarter. And this is an excellent basketball team, the Washington Wizards. This is the most talent, most depth I've seen from the Washington Wizards in quite some time. So we beat a very good ball club tonight. And we're going to get better and better because of this unselfishness. It becomes contagious. And I'm very excited. I'm very excited about the way Antoine Walker's playing. As you can just totally see it. And when he thinks pass before shot, he has the ability at 6'9" to get people's shots that an offense can't get. Because an offense can be dissected and broken down and stopped. But a spontaneous play where a great player gets a shot for someone else can't be scouted and can't be stopped. So he's doing a wonderful job. Kenny Anderson played great. And I'm really excited about our basketball team. It's very happy for Eric Williams. I told him this last night. I saw something last night that I haven't seen in too many pro locker room situations. Our guys were ecstatic. We won the game, and they worked very hard. And the biggest cheerleader and the guy who was going crazy the most was Eric Williams. And all the coaches, we went in the back and they said, "Did you see that?" And here's a guy who didn't play a second, wanted to play, and he was the best cheerleader. And we're so excited to have him. And I was looking for any way tonight to get him in early just to reward him for that type of attitude. Last night he didn't play just because Walter, Adrian, and Paul were on fire. And he had 10 points in 5 minutes of play tonight. And great attitudes do get rewarded.
You are getting contributions from different guys, like you said, Walter last night, Williams tonight. That's got to be a bonus for you.
It's all about passing. You know, every great team passes the basketball. There's two common denominators. On offense, they pass. On defense, they rebound the basketball, and they always have great vision of the ball. And our defense against Toronto was outstanding. It was good tonight, but our offense tonight carried us.
didn't use the press last night, you needed it tonight. Second team changed the tempo.
Yeah, last night the reason we've only pressed 2 possessions, we didn't get anything out of the 2 possessions. I felt last night that the other team was, you have 3 weeks or 4 weeks to get ready for a team, and all they're probably going to be spending their time is against our press. I didn't think the press would be a very good weapon. And I felt in back-to-back games we needed to pressure the Wizards because when we played them in exhibition season, that's what worked for us. And tonight we went to it. The second unit got us that lead, and we maintained it and built on it. So the press can be a weapon when it's the element of surprise and when it's used out of strength rather than weakness.
What you mentioned to Williams about situation last night, or just wait till tonight?
I just thanked him tonight. I told him when I went up to him, I said, that was the best attitude I've seen in some time, and shows what a team player you are.
Adrian Griffin, and he seems like he's always in the right place on the floor.
Yeah, when you look at Adrian's stats and you realize, and we're trying to keep stat sheets out of the locker room, but 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, 1 turnover. I mean, that's a real valuable player. And when Adrian wants to score high percentage shots, but he knows that Antoine and Paul are the men in this basketball team. They're the go-to guys. So he fills in so well with them and fits in so well, so he knows when to take advantage of situations. They find him, he finds them. He has an uncanny knack of slapping the ball out of someone's hand on a rebound. He plays much bigger than his size, and we're ecstatic to have him. That was for us, I wondered whether he'd be a little nervous stepping into the starting lineup, and last night it told me a young man does not have nerves.
Talk about Kenny when he played tonight.
Kenny played great because he did things tonight that you usually see from Rod Strickland, and we knew Rod played a lot of minutes last night, and we had to attack him, and Kenny did a wonderful job of attacking the basket.
He seemed to be overly aggressive as well as dishing it out.
He's had a great preseason. He's been wonderful. The entire team, the attitude's been phenomenal. Antoine Walker's been a great leader, and it's one thing to be a leader and just talk up, but when you go out in the court and you pass, when you go out in the court and you play defense, then an Antoine Walker becomes that much more effective.
Coach, what do you attribute this change in attitude, this unselfishness to? Was there any defining moment in training camp or something that turned it around?
I think we would have had it last year if we had some time to work on it. But I think that, by and large, you can motivate, you can speak about it, but I think if your players are secure contractually, they, like Bill Russell said, okay, now you're rich, now what do you have? Okay, what do you have now? So now you got to win. You have your money, now you have to win. And that's basically what it's all about. When you don't think about individual performances when you're contractually all settled down, and I think that's a factor, as well as the guys, I think, looked at last year and said, why did we lose? Why did we take a step backwards from 36 wins? And it was evident. We did not share the basketball. We did not play team defense, and I think they took 2 steps back, but I think in the end it's going to help us take 10 forward because we realized what bad basketball is all about.
You got a lot more out of Vitale offensive-wise tonight. You're trying to go to him to get him.
Well, again, I think it's the passing. I don't think Vitale got a lot of his points on going down inside. I think they penetrated, they would draw the big man, and then they looked for Vitale, and that's what Vitale can do. And he's a young man with great pride, but, 2 nights in a row, I think we all would look at our team last year and say, what's the weakness? And we'd all say shot selection number 1. And now you look at 2 nights in the NBA where 50% is not easy to do at this level. And last night we shoot 52 and tonight we shoot 51. In order to do that, you have to have great passing and spacing and togetherness. And we have that right now. We rebounded 43-43, which is good. And we had 29 assists at a high tempo. So we're not going to embrace it. We're excited about the 2 games. But if you look at the schedule, it's 4 games in 5 nights, and the teams get a little bigger, a little stronger, so we've got to be ready for a tough opponent next. Thank you.
Thoughts, Rick Pitino, after the Celtics knock off the Wizards tonight by a final score of 12-101. I think he made a good point when he said they realize what a bad basketball team is all about. It's hard to remember back to last year when there were so many, and there weren't many, good memories from last year. And tonight there were a lot of positives. It's hard just to find just one after 2 games, but the Celtics are 2-0. They've been shooting well. They've been playing well. And Adrian Griffin, they've nicknamed him Old School, not just because he's a 25-year-old rookie, but he's kind of like a throwback. He does a lot of little things right. Jump shot, he's got that in his repertoire, and a lot more, too. We have a lot more primetime coming up.
Going in a straight line is one issue, and most people, when they think of speed and power plants, think of the fact is you're going fast and slow, and you're turning in the process of doing it. The new Ultima has been redesigned with that in mind. We refined the suspension. We reduced the body roll. We goosed the engine. Technically speaking, we gave the car some
This is your business. This is our business. These are your challenges. These are our solutions. This is your future. This is your choice.
Just a little something to start your morning off, and here's something else. Dunkin' Donuts Value Combos. A delicious cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee paired up with one of your tasty morning favorites. There's the freshly baked bagel, cream cheese, and coffee combo, the 2-donut and coffee combo, and much more. I tell you, if they don't get you going in the morning, nothing will. Dunkin' Donuts Value Combos. 2 great products, 1 great price.
Try the delicious bagel, cream cheese, and coffee combo at Dunkin' Donuts today.
I need a bookkeeper, an auditor, a tax expert. I can't believe it, a killer audit, and I've got no staff.
Look, you need temporaries. Call my friend at Account Temp.
This is the boss's baby. I'm really feeling the heat.
Here's her card. I've known her for 10 years. She saved my neck more than one.
I'll never get all this done in time.
Call her. She's got who you need.
You gotta pull this one out.
Call her, for crying out loud.
Because whoever does is gonna make VP.
If someone hands you an Account Temps card, take it. Account Temps.
The Celtics over the Wizards, 112-101. The numbers for Adrian Griffin, 9 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. A solid all-around night for the pride of the Connecticut Pride. A year ago, and for the last 3 years for that matter, Adrian Griffin played in the CBA. He was the MVP of the CBA last year and leading the Connecticut Pride to the CBA championship. But he's not in the CBA anymore. Right now, he's with Willie May.
Well, thanks, Eric. We do have Adrian Griffin and AG, as they're saying around these ways. You got it going on, another win, and that's a good thing. Back-to-back wins.
It's definitely good to start out the season going 2-0, winning your first games. And we just want to take it one game at a time, and hopefully we can get the job done every night.
What's it been like for you? I mean, these last 48 hours. I mean, up in Toronto, get a nice win. Nobody thought you guys were going to win. And then come home, celebration for Red Auerbach, and you guys get a win for the fans and for Coach.
I think Coach has done a tremendous job of getting us prepared for each game. Practices are very intense, so when you get in the game setting, it's like a step below, and we're able to execute what we need to do out on the floor.
Assess your play the last couple of days. I mean, you know, whenever you get a chance to take a shot, you take it. Steal, block, defense, you're just showing an all-around game.
Well, the Lord has blessed me to play, you know, without any pressure, to play free out on the court, and I thank him for that. And my teammates have been tremendous. And when you're playing with a great bunch of guys like I'm playing with, it makes everybody look good.
What about the rest of the team? Talk about Kenny. He really set the pace for the team tonight, and you guys just got flowing and kept rolling from quarter to quarter.
Yeah, Kenny, he's definitely the general on the floor. He's our point guard. He's a veteran. He knows what to do in certain situations, and, you know, he gets us in the situation what we need to do. And, he's like another coach on the floor. So whenever you have that, it's a plus for the team.
Got a chance to play the Hornets a couple of times during the preseason. Get to see them on Friday night right back here in your house. And they're one of the top teams in the East.
Oh, they definitely are. And it'll be a good test for us. Charlotte's a real good team. But I think if we carry over how we've been playing and execute on defensive end like we've been playing, I think that it'll be a pretty good game.
All right, AG, keep it going on and stay blessed.
Thank you.
Eric, back upstairs to you.
All right, Willie, thanks very much. Adrian Griffin, some of you will hear a lot more from in the days and weeks to come here with the Celtics, as he's had two pretty good games. Starting in the starting lineup for the Celtics, and a solid line across the board, adding those 4 steals to the numbers we talked about before as we take a look at the key performers for the Celtics. Vitaly Potapenko is the leading scorer for the Celtics here tonight with 20 points and 8 rebounds. And Kenny Anderson fouled out of tonight's game, but not before, piling up 19 points, 10 assists, and only 1 turnover. And Kenny has played well from the preseason right into the regular season. Mitch Richmond with 20 points and 6 assists to pace the Wizards tonight. Chris Whitney came off the bench in the point guard role, filling in for Rod Strickland. Didn't play a lot tonight. Whitney, 15 points and 5 assists. And Juwan Howard with 12 points for the Wizards here tonight. One guy who did not play last night for the Celtics played tonight and was really a big spark off the bench was Eric Williams. He's with Willie May.
Well, thanks, Eric. And you're right. Eric Williams looking good, played good tonight. Got to get some minutes, Devil Nichols.
Oh, yeah, no question. Like yesterday we got the win. I didn't get a lot of minutes, but, I was happy for us that we got the win. And, it's a long season. We got a deep bench, and I know guys picked it up yesterday. Adrian Griffin had a good job on Vince Carter. Walter came in and hit 6 3-pointers in a row. And, I know we're going to, at any given time, guys can come in there and step it up. And I just had to wait up on my turn.
Yeah, sometimes it is. When you got depth, it's going to be like that sometimes. Somebody's going to be that odd man out sometimes.
Oh, yeah, no question. And just so happened that night I was the odd man out, but